Hello everyone, welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts Retrospective. Last time we did 358 fanfics over 2 or 174, whatever you want to call it. Now, we're getting to the game that I feel like pretty much me and all my co-coms have been waiting for since we started this thing, because I think we can all say this is our favorite game in the franchise right here. Easily.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, this is the game that makes me still want Kingdom Hearts 3 after all the shenanigans we've gone through, just because of how good this game is. But we're gonna waste no more time. Let's get this thing started.
Yay!
Yay!
Second best intro.
Oh, yeah.
I have one gripe with the final mix version of Kingdom Hearts 2, other that it's my preferred way of playing the game.
And that is...
The Roxas fight in the middle.
No, you see, that's my favorite part.
No, my gripe with that fight is that they took the in-game fight and dumbed it down. So it doesn't really feel like that fight was balanced for that point, that part of the game.
I'll heavy disagree on that, but okay. First off, if there's one thing that gives me a complete pardon my French, but nostalgia boner, it's the opening notes of Kingdom Hearts 2 Dearly Beloved. Just that little beginning at the start. Just oh man,
considering how much we were swearing the other stream, I don't think that was nearly as bad as
yeah.
said.
But okay, so let's get into this thing. This playthrough is going to be on Proud mode. No, that's usually how I play the game. I haven't done a critical run, but I don't feel comfortable doing that right now, mainly because the final mix.
You'll want your concentration for that.
Yeah, and plus, we're doing the final mix content, and I don't want to fight Lingering Will on critical right now. That doesn't sound like a very fun time.
I fought Lingering Will first time on critical. It wasn't smart.
I was about to say, if you say being first try, you're gonna be a liar.
No, absolutely not.
I fought Lingering Will. He just looked at me and I fell over.
Yeah, that tends to happen most of the time.
Yeah.
If you aren't ready.
Alright. Let's get
Heck,
this...
even when you are ready, because he might hit you with a starting move you weren't anticipating.
Alright, let's get this show on the road. Now, unfortunately, for the beginning with Simple and Clean, I gotta put in a different version, because otherwise it's gonna get
not simple. Not simple and clean.
No, Sanctuary. I have a different version of it on standby that I'm gonna have to play instead of the regular one because copyright.
Just start playing the Japanese version and hope it doesn't somehow trigger.
Instead, we got the Bentley Jones version. So.
Fun fact: Kingdom Hearts 2 was the first Kingdom before I knew his name was Roxas. It was a different person. I was like, oh wow, Sora, you changed.
Hey, look, it's Ventus.
A lot like you.
No, I remember my friend in middle school. He explained that Roxas was a dude with two swords, and that was really it. And so I had in my impression basically someone that looked like young Xehanort wielding two keyblades, and that's who I thought Roxas was based off of the description. I was like, so when I started playing, I was like, I don't know. My friend seems like he was full of shit, or I was stupid.
It reminds me back in Pokemon Gen 3, whenever my friend kept talking about because his starter was Blaziken. But the way he always pronounced it always made it sound like Blaziken, and I was expecting him to be an actual cannon. Spoiler alert, Blaziken is not a cannon.
It's a bit of a glass cannon, but it doesn't hit that hard anymore.
If there are any other words,
besides, we all know the Septile's better.
why did we
Nah, you're wrong about that.
Oh, well, Patrick, let's pick out a fight.
Yo, I heard people like Mudkip.
Yo, get out of here!
There's better Gen 3 water types, just saying.
I like all three of the starters.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
I mean, Gen 3 is probably
Gen
one of the
3
better.
by far.
It's like
Gen 3 and I actually like a lot of all of Gen 4s after given time. Like I was hazy on Chimchar's line, but then I used them and they were just better Blaziken.
Yeah, anyway, welcome to my bootleg copy of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Oh wait, just to talk about the Pokemon thing real quick. Gen 4 with the Gen I've started with, so I have major nostalgia glasses for Gen 4. So like all the Pokemon in Gen 4, I can use every starter in Gen 4 without having to worry about it. Cause I know exactly how to use them. But that's a topic for another day.
So, I know a bunch of people that played Kingdom Hearts 1 and went into 2, and all thought this line, Another Dream About Him, meant that Kingdom Hearts 1 was supposed to be all a dream or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I never thought about that.
Yeah, dude.
I never knew about that.
Because
Oh, my
especially,
goodness.
it is a cold opening with this prologue, because you do not see any Disney kind of stuff other than the flashbacks until...
Well, I can only imagine. I can only imagine, like, what Jason was saying. Like, you start with this, you're as clueless as Roxas.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
It's admittingly the thing that I think is somewhat brilliant about the opening of that you are just as clueless as Roxas, so you're trying to piece together everything that... Because it does make you in the same kind of shoes as him, as just what the hell is going on kind of scenario.
So look
Now,
at these three characters who are pretty pointless.
Yeah. I mean, granted, my thing with... It's like, with the Roxas prologue, I'm kind of half and half on it, because one part of me really likes it, and the other part of me thinks it just kind of goes on for a little long. I think if it was like half of its length, then I think it would have been fine.
Yeah. The biggest thing is that they have to fit in basically all of Roxas's story into this section, on top of gameplay tutorials.
Mm-hmm.
So, if he wants to think we did it...
I don't mind the idea about trying to give Roxas in later on in the story, so people to care about that are just normal people. It's just Hater and Pentanola just aren't that interesting. But that being said, I love Hater in the manga, because Hater in the manga is just 10 times more angry.
Yeah.
What to do?
I don't really remember the Kingdom Hearts 2
Yeah, I
manga as
remember
well.
more of the Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories manga.
I remember Chain of Memories pretty well, because that was the one I actually owned.
Because I
The
think
rest of them I had to read online.
2 was, I think, still being made at the time I was reading
Yeah, I
them.
remember that. Like, it was inccomplete. I think it had, like, when
I
I
think
was
it only had
catching...
2 for the longest. It only had 2 issues for like the longest time.
When I remember last reading up, they had just finished Beast's Castle, which means there was still a lot missing.
Yeah.
Like, I still have no idea what the hell happened with Vexen.
Okay, yeah, this whole thing about the stolen word.
Listen, Patrick, you heard it, right? Are gone.
Okay, chat, what do you want to put in for the blank?
You can't say.
Man, I remember when Josh was doing his Let's Play forever and a half ago, he was so on point, but he was also struggling near the end, trying to think of things that rhymed with the word.
The word.
Like, he was well rehearsed, but even near the end, he was like, crap.
But, like, dude, no one really, I think, is taking this as seriously as they should be. If someone literally took the word out of existence, that
Listen, Patrick, it's fine.
Like, they're a bit serious, but they're not serious enough.
Exactly.
Like,
Listen, Patrick, it's fine.
I should have gone.
I feel like they're desensitized by the fact that Vivi exists as he is, and they're just always questioning everything.
By the way, with Roxas's, like, keychain thing on his zipper, how do you not get stabbed by that thing? Is what I
It's a lot duller than it looks.
Because in the HD remaster, it looks pretty damn sharp.
So there's one thing I vastly love about the HD remaster of Kingdom Hearts 2 is that they went ahead and rescored the soundtrack.
Yes.
I mean, they did that with Kingdom Hearts 1 as well, but I feel
Yeah,
like 2 benefited from it way more.
2 is much more noticeable because was Kingdom Hearts 1 done on a MIDI? Oh, it's much. You can really hear it with 2 though.
I think it's
the fact it was done synth.
I think 2 didn't have as good samples, I think.
Yeah.
Is what it was. But yeah, 2 benefits greatly from this redone soundtrack, and it's fantastic.
I love this whole
The
thing.
the
It is so
epitome of how well it changed up. Hey, Sophia. was in Pirates of the Caribbean. Like that's
That
the ultimate
is, like, the
example.
number
This
one,
is the
yeah.
improvement.
Hi,
Hello,
Sophie.
hello, person I don't know.
Introduce yourself.
No, she's gone quiet.
Oh no!
I
They
scared
stole,
her.
they stole Sophie too.
Oh no!
Can talk.
Whenever you want.
You have
By the way,
mic problems?
You couldn't look 5 feet above you to see the cat.
She's old. She's about to move out.
Or die.
Damn.
Probably both.
Whichever comes first.
She leaves the story. She might as well be dead. And then she was never seen again.
Yeah. Lou, I'm an artist. I exist.
Draw me
Good
free
for
art.
you.
Go fuck yourself, Jason.
Anyway, I'm just trying to get this Twitch thing in synced.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Twitch is always inherently just a few seconds behind me, so it's not
Yeah.
gonna be perfectly.
Well, like you said, you're an artist, which means you're probably a bit of a perfectionist.
Nice.
Draw me free stuff.
Say,
What'd you say?
Hey, people who
Trying
mean
to-
nothing to me.
You can give us back the
Oh!
now.
While also,
you're the
while also
only
doing
ones who
this,
will
I'm
take
playing
it,
Monster
you know?
Hunter in the background
Of
because
course you
I
are.
still want to
Proof
speak.
that you totally own
Patrick, you
Dreamland.
saw me on my
Of course.
Switch, but you were
By the
playing
way,
Madden
that's the first cringe line right there.
Not that
Cypher
we
gets a
need
lot of bad
to
ones.
prove
Yeah.
that you're losers.
too. Yes, but he
What is
had.
Cypher
yes,
even from? I forget. It's not
Cypher's
Now
from.
you're talking.
No, he's from 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's your main
It's all-
rival until the
If you
plot
get on your knees
happens.
and
Okay.
No, these 3 right here are from 8.
All right. Cause I don't recognize their normal design.
Yeah.
you Final Fantasy when playing this, so I'm just there, just staring like, that's heartless! That's heartless! Go kill it!
Yes, yes. That was everyone who played Kingdom Hearts first thought Vivi was a heartless.
Yeah. Okay,
Also-
so this is your.
So,
Thank you, Prankster, for the sub. Now let's actually see. Did that update the thing? Okay. It does look like it updates resub, so I'm gonna have to adjust that. But so for the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2 works a little differently than the first game. Right now, you're choosing only one stat to get a 1-point boost, so it's not as big as last time. Generally for this, I tend to go either attack or defense. Probably gonna go. Probably gonna
I
just
like-
do the 1-point attack boost for this one. Since
I mainly went defense for the very first time. And that, you wanna know why? It's a really dumb reason.
Why?
does it has a
I
crossbow?
think- Yes, because it has a cross guard. That thing looks so much better with a cross guard.
Yeah, me too. I was just as petty, dude.
Same. Well, I thought this was gonna be your weapon for a really, really long time.
I had no idea how Kingdom Hearts works, so it was like, pick a sword. I was just like, and my mind just went, why would I hit anyone with a wand? That's dumb. This is like a
The
sword.
thing looks like it's gonna snap
Cross
immediately.
guard. Where's the cross guard? This one. This has a cross guard. Bam. Easy. Oh,
Just
sweet.
whacking the stick until it's down. You're like, die, die, die!
By the way, is it possible to lose this fight? I've never.
If you're really bad,
If you're really bad, I have
I'm-
never lost this fight.
I don't think like his damage is not insignificant, but you just have to mash.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to really try until Vivi?
Question mark?
Wait, do you fight the Thorn before the tournament?
Yes you do, because that's stage 3.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, the Thorn is probably the first time you ever actually have a threat of an enemy.
Ah, it's a living sperm!
Today decides.
What was that?
The thief?
I did play Kingdom Hearts 1 first, so then I saw this, I was like, what the hell is this now?
Why is it moving so erratically?
I really
Why
want
does
to
it
talk
look
about
so
the.
cool?
Can't reuse the one in sword, so we gotta think of something else. Bat.
We've upgraded from wooden
I-
swords to Nerf bats, so Kingdom
I
Hearts
really
2 is
want to talk
already
about
better.
the combat of Kingdom. already want to talk about the combat, but I feel like that's more appropriate for when we actually choose.
Once
the
we
weapon.
get into proper combat, well,
Yeah.
we'll talk more about
Take a
the-
picture with the rule of thirds. That was horrible.
Yeah. But I think you can already tell from the budget of the cutscenes from Kingdom Hearts 1 to 2, there was a hell of an upgrade.
Oh, dude! When I went back to Kingdom Hearts 1, I just went, oh! I never really appreciated the cutscenes in Kingdom Hearts 2. Now I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that zipper opening is so damn cool.
Yeah. It's like the only time that happens.
The rest of them just come default. I do dislike this though, is that when you're not allowed to hurt an enemy, like you just keep swiping past them.
Yeah.
I wish you could just hit them and do no damage. This is a bit of a nitpick I always have.
See, if I were to speak, see, look, I know there's an actual way to have to end this fight faster.
Take damage.
Oh,
Come on, Patrick, take a whack, take a beating.
no use.
And yeah,
Get
first
out
what
of
the
there,
hell moment.
Silver.
Yeah, first what the hell moment right here with the Keyblade.
Like that's not how it used to appear. Also, it's also like for the longest time, it's just like, why aren't we opening the lock? They gave us an entire scene of him with a key in one hand and the lock in the middle.
Also, that's like the only time that motion happens. When it gets the Keyblade, and it pops in the hand, it points itself towards the enemy.
Yeah.
I'm
It's like
gonna
the only-
guess. I'm gonna guess it was Diz physically like taking the clicker tool, clicking on the keyboard, and like attack him, point, kill.
No, that's just him taking the stretch line in like in Photoshop, just like pointing towards him.
Thanks to the trumpet.
Oh wow!
Now
Look at
go
the
on
wall.
to
You
these.
can so tell the texture of the grass on there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could only upgrade so much.
What's this? I was his first customer after he took over the shop.
Like I can see the black line on it.
It's a really nice photo.
Hey, you just said photo.
Good
So,
for
Roxy,
you,
tell us about the
Paulette.
picture
You
thief.
said photo.
I
Congratulations.
love how it was. I love it was only photo. It wasn't picture or any
Yeah.
other
The
synonym.
ones who took him.
I mean, how many synonyms of photos are there?
You look at
Probably more than you think.
Do not.
Photograph,
So, like,
photo,
anybody else notice
picture,
that all the stolen pictures are of Roxas?
Image.
image, GIF,
Roxas,
PNG,
what do you mean? That wasn't
PNG.
like- Hang on, I want someone to examine this. So Roxas, you saw the theme what it looked like. I want to say, excuse me, this is a push to say.
Yeah, this is basically
I-
backseat
weird
gaming
sperm.
him, yes.
Right? Every single one. Wouldn't
It's like
be
it was
weird if
lanky, it
you wanted to
moved
steal
weird, it
real
didn't seem to
Roxas or
have any
something?
limbs or bones at least.
It's like a living sperm thing that had hands. It was very weird.
I love there's a picture of Rox getting beaten up.
I think it was, wasn't it? Like when they got beat up by Cypher, he got
Yeah.
beat.
Let me take a picture of my friend on the ground.
He's that asshole that puts that up and then like on Twitter and everybody goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you post that?"
You could say that any time like you run into a scenario in which you're not allowed to lose, that is actually Diz backseat gaming.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you're not supposed to die here, idiot.
Basically going through this entire 3-hour tutorial. Just like, ugh, all these cutscenes.
Yeah, there's a. You get
This
hammered
is
with the
going, why
cutscenes
did I-
hard at the
this is
beginning of the
going-
game.
Okay, remind me of something. Have we seen Hater Pistolet appear in any of the KH3 trailers?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
They're gonna
They
help
are-
out in saving Roxas.
Organization miscreants.
At the E3 trailer, and they appeared at the one where they showed the mini games.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
would the
Alright.
nobody steal
I'm just trying.
photographs?
Alright.
Oh yeah, they've been upgraded to the plague style.
The
Dude,
fools
you
could
need to
never
stop
tell the
playing
difference.
World of Warcraft. It's been 3 days. I
running
must get to level 60.
Nine
I must
The reason
upgrade
it's
my
been taking a
warlock.
year, the reason it's taking Sora a year to come back is because you're taking all the bandwidth.
No,
What's
it's
up,
him running like World of Warcraft and trying to like render Sora all at the same time. It doesn't work. It
Listen,
doesn't end
you
well.
understand. Oh,
Why'd you
you
try
understand.
making video games?
I need to play World of Warcraft
What
and
happened to my home?
Overwatch at the
My
same
island?
time. I need to
What are you doing?
I need to get the duty
How
for
did you
skins in the
control that with
trade.
two mouses?
They will come at you out of nowhere.
As long as you
Just
continue
play it
to
like those people that play like two video
am the
games at the
ultimate
same
game.
time.
I am the ultimate gamer.
Hey,
Hey, look, it's not Squall.
Yeah.
We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
Sora, go with them. Especially if you want to find your friends.
Lame's goofy.
Imagine if they actually just like had some scenes where they literally just went to basic noises of their
The
animals.
Heartless have great fear of the Keyblade.
That's right. The key.
Oh god, that's a...
So,
Yeah.
this
There-
is the key.
Tiz apparently wanted to torture Sora because he put in Aerith's new voice into there, but it's clearly not there from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Hi, Mandy Morse. You're not in this game.
This sad face.
Also, man, that was a time skip. Here's
Yeah.
what the Keyblade is. Immediately, I'm closing the keyhole.
Yeah, you skipped the first 3 worlds right there.
Skipped a lot of fluff.
Listen, this is Kingdom Hearts 1 Kai.
Okay.
It's Kingdom Hearts 1 abridged.
Day 359.
A keyblade.
Man, I'm so curious of Roxas's room because it makes no sense.
Yeah.
And like, I
It
know
tells you nothing
15-year-olds,
about-
but
It tells you nothing
Keep
about
it
him as a
in
character.
there.
I feel like, you know what? I think someone actually brought up a good point.
What was that?
It's not what a 15-year-old would have. It's what an adult thinks a 15-year-old would have, which is
Yeah.
exactly what Diz did here.
Huh?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Never played Final Fantasy VIII, so I don't know what Cypher's role is in that.
If Final Fantasy VIII, if I remember correctly, this is just based off videos and friends telling me.
Do you guys think we'll
You
always
were
be
friends with
together like this?
friends with Cypher when the Cypher
I sure
betrayed
hope
you, so
so.
now you spent the whole game trying. So now you
Huh?
spent the whole
Where
game
did
trying to
that
kill
come
you. Then he
from?
feels bad, but he gets killed anyway.
Well, you know, just thinking.
Demoted to a schoolyard bully.
Well, I doubt we
Yeah.
could be together
Yeah.
forever.
On the plus side, he doesn't have to interact with Squall, so...
What's important isn't how often we see each other.
By the way, bit of a missed opportunity for Cypher. He could have joined Maleficent as a sorcerer's knife replacing Pete,
No more
or
ice
at
cream
least
for
had
you.
a throwaway line about his
Nah,
role in
I
Final
think
Fantasy VIII.
Pete,
I prefer Pete so much more.
yeah, Pete makes a lot more sense, and honestly, he's a good recurring villain throughout this game.
I
So,
love
how about this?
Pete in Kingdom Hearts 2.
He has some nice levity.
Agreed.
The sad part is he has probably more to do with the actual worlds than the organization, which is kind of sad.
Well, they're going for the mysterious individuals.
It's just more. It's just the personality that he just brings whenever he shows up is amazing. I
Well,
love it.
Pete's always been a great character, even in the actual Disney cartoons.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the best things about Goof Troop.
Maybe
Yes.
you forgot I'm smart.
Good Chip, and we always stay together.
Never go
Good Chip.
again, Disney.
I mean, I've been recently watching the new DuckTales show, and I love that.
Okay. By the way, with that thing, I like Game Time Donald will never stop being funny to me. Get ready for the storm.
I am the storm. I am the
Will
storm.
never stop being funny to me.
I showed that clip to my friend Brian, and he just goes, "You ruined Kingdom Hearts Donald for me now."
There was something to ruin?
Wait, get ready for the storm. I am the storm.
But yeah, I get what you mean that Final Fantasy really doesn't have that big of a role in the overall grand scheme of things. Again, but then
I
again,
feel like
also
Nomura kind of wanted that.
Cloud's whole
Just 2 days
like
to go.
darkness and light deal is probably, again, as Alexandra has stated, more coherent than the actual plot of the series itself.
Well, here's the thing, right? I always see that, I always liked that Final Fantasy never really had a bigger role. I'm always glad that in Final Fantasy stuff was just on like the sideline and more like, hey, I recognize you, or like, hey, that's neat.
Well, at the
Oh,
same
with
time, I
Disney-
feel like for two, it's like I feel like the last time where Final Fantasy really gets any kind of representation, because after this, it's like lucky if you're able to see any
Like,
Final
you
Fantasy.
You
Well,
see,
Patrick, that's
you
mainly-
see Cloud and Zack just because they happen to be there in Olympia for revisit this
Die.
world, and we want to make a connection for Birth by Sleep.
Well,
Yeah.
Patrick, see, here's the thing. That's because most of the games, most of the spin-off games are KH1 again.
But they exist in Kingdom Hearts 1 and they still aren't there.
It's pretty obvious you've probably seen at least one of the movies, so you understand the characters. With Final Fantasy, you have to go through this. Okay, go through this entire 3-hour game to understand this, or 5 or 6 hours. Blah.
It's still like at least like cameos or stuff like that. It's something instead of not being in the
My
game at all.
favorite, well, actually, my favorite Square Enix cameo is actually goes to Dream Drop Distance.
I mean,
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
enjoy that they were trying to go into other Square Enix properties and stuff like that, even if it is still Nomura's property. You know, that I did enjoy.
I feel like World Ends With You kind of meshes with Kingdom Hearts a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stuck them in a dream world.
Yep.
Yep.
And they gave them their original music, which means Traverse Town
Oh wait,
immediately had
Patrick,
the
are you
best
doing the jobs
OST.
now?
Oh, okay, I'm gonna open this up to Q&A stuff from the chat if you guys have any questions you want to give me, because I'm going for the extra 2 AP here, so I'm gonna have
That's
to
always fair.
I'm gonna have
Through
to grind
meal delivery
these,
because
games for a
I
bit.
don't have all the time. Day.
Yeah, because if you only need 500 to progress, but if you keep going and I think get 2,000,
2,000.
then you get 2 extra AP, free. So.
It's like 1850, but you might as well just go to 2000 because I think it kicks you out once you get the limit.
It will kick you out once you got enough for the 2 AP. So
It's like you farmed enough, you're fine.
you're gonna get money a lot easier later. Just take the 2 AP and get out of here.
No, I need to grind at level 99 in the final area.
No, I love an image I saw of like Kingdom Hearts 1 with the fight against Riku. Like, yeah, the score is 60-0. Just like, oh, that poor guy.
Yeah, it's the race I mostly abused because like only so many levels until I lost interest. But farming up on money, that's always much more emphasis to me. Same here, like I'd be doing the poster duty a whole bunch just to make sure I can start off the right foot and give everyone at least full inventory slots.
The poster one is the fastest one, but the poster one is the one you make the most money, but I think delivering the mail is the fastest.
Yeah, the mail is the fastest one. That's the
It's
one
objectively
I'm grinding
faster.
here. So Q&A away.
Like I know a good route for poster duty, but yeah, no, mail delivery is by far the fastest thing.
Oh, if that Danganronpa 2 bar fills up, I'm gonna make something a little special for that.
Ooh.
You're also gonna be in here for commentary. I am absolutely sure about
I'm
that.
gonna miss any Danganronpa.
Mr. Weed, do E3, I have a question.
What is it, Jason?
Why is your name Weed doing E3?
Wait, what was that? I couldn't hear from your whiny voice.
Why is your name Weed Dude 83?
It's because I was playing the Wii at the time and I was being confused for a girl because my name was my voice was very high pitched at the time. So I wanted to put
So
man in the name.
where's the 83 come from? Telling me you're 83 years old?
No, it's March. It's because my birthday is March 8th. So the date and then the month. It worked better in my head.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Weed Dude 83.
Now please give me a subscription.
Oh, bring up Mr. Weed Dude 84.
Oh, damn it, my rival. Trying to copy my success.
By the way, Patrick, I saw that you were on Saudis. Johnny's SAGE stream.
Yes.
No, that's it. I just want to print that out because I missed both of them, so I watched the review.
Okay. Dude, legit, I'm really impressed by a lot of the tactics. Strangely, I think the 06 one was probably the one I was the most impressed by overall.
Was the 06 one the one where they were remaking the game from the ground up?
But like this one is
yeah.
them show. The first one was just a proof of concept that they could do it. This one was like showing actual improvements to 06 and stuff like that. So, like in the max speed section, you can actually adjust. You can actually adjust yourself.
I guess because there's two pockets.
Excuse me, Mr. Weedu, we have a question in the chat.
Okay.
Why is it called a pair of pants if there's only the one?
Because the person that came up with that analogy said, "Fuck you."
It's my stream lagging of all times here.
No,
well, you're not missing
Sophie,
much.
Sophie, trust me, you are not missing much right now. This is like if you were to pick a time for your stream to lag, this is it.
I think Josh absolutely, when he did this for his final mix playthrough, he just turned it into a QA session. He's like, hey, so I'm gonna be grinding for like no. I think he brought in co-commentary. I think he brought in Alex and they just did co-commentary while he was bored.
I think that reminds me of Clement during his Sonic Unleashed playthrough, is that he kept having people for all different co-coms for all the Werehog levels.
Yeah, I can imagine needing that.
Especially
No,
for the
it was
later
just,
ones.
I think it was just an open Skype call, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna be here a while. People hop in if you want.
Speaking of which, I need to finish Clement's Final Fantasy IX retrospective.
Yeah. I got about halfway.
I'll need to play it Final Fantasy
I got about halfway through it one night, and then I felt kind of tired. I need to finish the rest of that.
I hear it's a good movie.
And you're looking around every turn. Trust your feelings, got to live and learn.
Don't you start!
Man.
Actual question.
What?
How many people here are actually interested in the Venom movie? Yeah,
I think that tells enough.
that's what I thought.
me and Pat did the exact same noise, but his was louder.
I know people are interested in, but if there's no Spider-Man, why watch it?
It's one of those for me. Every time they've shown a trailer, I've grown less and less interested. Kind of.
I know one person who is interested in it, but that's mostly just on his basis of being a huge Spider-Man fan and all of the extended stuff.
Yakuza karaoke.
Are we doing Yakuza karaoke? Man, I wish.
So we're all like not expecting to know that the Venom movie is going to fail massively, right?
Oh yes. Well, no, I think it's going to at least do decent box office numbers, but I don't think it's going to be anything amazing. Just because, it's only going to do well just because Venom is like the only reason.
And like pure curiosity.
Yeah, it's the same reason like Batman v Superman did money. It's not because it's a
Batman v Superman, Ready Player One. Like most things where like a lot of people who are actually a part of the culture of whatever is being represented are like they have like a strange curiosity as to how it actually turns out.
That's the problem when people like say for Boss Baby see out pure memes and then wonder why is it getting a sequel? Maybe because you all gave it money.
Worse than they enforced it.
So it's gonna be me when I see the Sonic movie.
That's gonna be all of us, unfortunately.
Well, considering you subjected yourself to Netflix's FMA, I can see you probably getting through that just fine.
You know, I said I was gonna watch it out of morbid curiosity, and I never got around to watching it at all.
I still haven't got around to the actual FMA anime.
At
we need
least
to change that.
the FMA live action, he gets some fun in it with the references and whatnot, and how ridiculous.
The best thing about it is that I got both FMA series back on Netflix, so that's always a plus.
Listen, if there's any movie that I'm seeing out of the purest of pure obligation, it's a Sonic movie. Is that not even because I'm excited for it? It's just like I'm a Sonic fan. I'm a major Sonic fan. I have to see this movie.
So at the same time, for me, it's a slippery slope because I did that with the Ratchet movie, and God, I was disappointed after that.
Well, here's the thing. The Ratchet movie looked good. I have no faith in this movie.
Well, no, it's that the game trailers made the movie look good is the thing, because the actual movie trailer kind of sucked.
Well, I actually liked the movie trailer. That movie trailer was what made me go, I'm gonna go see this movie. And then I saw it with my father and my brother. We were all like, yeah.
I don't think.
Which is weird because it's weird because as an animated feature, the movie didn't look bad. Everything was animated nice and clean. The movie was like by no means cheap.
I guess it's just for me as a Ratchet fan, I just felt like something feels off. Like something feels really off about the movie.
I do know that the writer that usually writes the Ratchet and Clank movie left between production, so they had a new writer come in, so that might be the case.
Dude, I am so hyped for that Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, strictly on an animation level.
That
because
animation, like, okay, like, it doesn't even matter if the film story sucks, which, if it's super, it probably might be very mad, but, like, God, that animation is too good for me to pass up.
Exactly.
It's just like, I don't care, the story's probably gonna be crap, but it's gonna look beautiful, and I want to see that on a big
looks great,
screen.
all the animation's great,
It's just one of those where we're getting into the thing of, you know, I guess I kind of like going into this topic since I'm still doing this freaking mail minigame of the kind of thing where, you know, a lot of people are talking about where a lot of characters look the same but they're very animation friendly. Your guys' is kind of take on that kind of thing.
Arts thing.
I guess.
Yeah. Don't mention that. It grinds my thing as.
Wait, like, Patrick, what was the question?
Well, I just mean in terms of people from like that draw or anime or stuff like that. Do you prefer characters with like more complex designs or simple design kind of thing? Just. Which do you like to see?
I would say you can go animation friendly as long as the characters are unique enough in their design. Like, the one thing I would say irritating about the Persona 5 anime is that everything is so detailed that when they have to move it, it looks very awkward.
Dude, it's because, like, admittingly, with Persona 5 in particular, it's that, you know, a lot of the animated cutscenes actually look worse than the in-game the in-game model cutscenes, and then with the Persona 5 animation, it's like that especially.
Like, when it comes to that question, my honest answer, I just have to pure observer. It depends mainly on what you're making. Like, I'm just going to compare, like, I'm just going to compare, to bring up, like, the JoJo anime, for example. Because if you look at all four parts, all four parts are really detailed, but if you notice, the movement for a lot of those characters are actually rather stiff, because they don't need to do that much movement for what they're trying to portray, so they can lean more into the detail. But if you're going to go with something that's going to have like a crap ton of movement, then having an animation friendly model for the characters will definitely help. Plus I prefer animated friendly model just because it helps, because you can kind of see the personality of the animator working on it a bit more.
Yeah, that's pretty much
So I think it's kind of a case-by-case basis, because like I'm thinking of like some of the recent reboots that are coming out, especially like mostly Thundercats and She-Ra, and like She-Ra looks great. I think it actually looks really good. The Thundercats, I think it's a little too rounded. I think they could use a bit more structure to the designs, because I know I saw one person like just add some more details into the features and add a bit more sharpness to the designs.
Especially with She-Ra, that's a cartoon that, you know, hasn't had a redesign at all in so long that I feel like the redesign that she got is perfectly fine. Yeah. I'm totally on board with that, but mainly I think with something like Thundercats, it just doesn't look quite there.
It doesn't have a right mix of the old and the new.
Yeah.
Like it's all in new,
when you're rebooting something, I think it's very important that you do the squint test at that point.
Because even like someone was talking about with like Teen Titans Go, like there's still enough design features in there that you can feel the DNA if you were to look at that and then look at the original Teen Titans cartoon.
Yeah, like I mean, and mainly I always kind of point to the way of how you reboot a show, like aesthetically. Voltron, I think, is like one of the best examples, because like it definitely still looks like you can still identify it as Voltron even if it's like the 80s or the new show kind of thing. The designs carry over to one another.
And even then, I think ultimately at the end of the day, the animation quality just depends on the talent that they have.
Oh yeah.
Because if you have really good talent, then it's going to look good no matter what.
I mean, the designs in like Steven Universe are
all the time.
like the designs of like say Steven Universe are super simple, but I felt like especially in later seasons they were able to get backgrounds or stuff like that to really like make the character designs stand out and shine in that kind of way.
Well, while we're on that topic, what are your opinion on the Cal art style?
Yeah, I thought that's what we were talking about this whole time.
That's kind of what we were talking about.
The Cal art style? I thought we were talking about animation.
It kind of lumps into that. Kind of.
They kind of lump into each other because a lot of the arguments about the quote-unquote Cal art style is, oh, well, it's animation friendly, but then people get mad at it gets all samey and blah. And I have no problem with it as long as it's appropriately used.
Yeah.
Although I think the biggest problem that people have with that is the fact that everything looks the same.
Yeah, it's not like we haven't done that a billion
times. Yeah, like I want to point to the 70s and 80s.
Hell, look at comics in any era. Most things look exactly the goddamn same. That's what happened with JoJo, is that it did the DNA of what was popular in the era.
Well, like just sorry, Sophie, go on.
What you mean, any random anime that's not any distinct style?
Yeah. Like, look at anything before Dragon Ball. Look at anything before whatever would be more modern now. Probably Naruto, maybe, but...
look at anything before Sword Art Online. Mainly the face.
Well, I mean, if you look at any, like, anime adaptations, half of them are done by A1, so
yeah.
that's less Sword Art's problem and more A1's lack of diversity.
Yeah, but it's because of that lack of diversity that they pretty much invented the modern anime face.
Yeah, no, they definitely got mainstream really hard so that they got familiarized. Well, it's not too much different than how Yamamuro became the face of Dragon Ball animation, because he was just at the head for so long doing all the promo art that's what people thought when they saw Dragon Ball animation.
Yeah, but like going back to the Cal art style, I think because like I see why people don't like it, just because you look at all the cartoons that we grew up with as kids, it's just plenty of look at the animation of the art style. A lot of them were very distinct and very vastly different from each other. So now we get to this modern era where the cartoons are different, but
I think it's also a little bit of a Cartoon Network kind of thing, because most of the shows that have the quote-unquote Cal art style are all from Cartoon Network.
So there's...
I really like to call it just a simple style. It's just, I guess, just a phase going on. I don't like it how to just differentiate it as some sort of like Cal Arts, because apparently everyone that does that style goes to Cal Arts.
Yeah, well, that's why I always wanted to say quote unquote, because it's not.
Yeah, that's why I say that's why I say quote unquote. And thank God we finally finished it. Okay, we killed that time.
Hayner, you did nothing.
Yeah, free loading sons of bitches.
I guess just to bring up one more. No, wait. I had it. I lost it. Well, never mind then. We're done.
Okay, by the way, I just noticed the Let's eyes are like super emerald green. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, those are piercing.
Wait, I got it. One more point. Well, we're going to talk about Cal art style. They already had something like this before, because a show that's more information than people realize is the Adventures of Flapjack. Look at Flapjack and look at all the stuff that came after Flapjack.
Yeah. And to be fair, a lot of people that are like making shows now did start in Flapjack. So
Flapjack and Chowder, those two came out at the same time, and they share a lot of design DNA. Just Flapjack was a bit grungier with how they went about their coloring.
Let's see. Are you at the world map yet? Shut up! Yeah, I do remember LT Grand. That was admittedly the show. That was, I think, Nickelodeon's first Flash show. That they had.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I thought it actually had a really great concept for it. I was kind of sad that it was a very short-lived show.
Roxas, 3 minutes! For what?
Dang it, I lost my train of thought.
Where are you going?
Remember when I fell?
I had the money before that. I bet that guy.
Also, man, Riku moves fast.
Yeah.
He couldn't have gotten
Can you feel? Oh no, not yet.
So I know.
I like how he trails off.
I do like the reason this happened, and the biggest reason is he was too lazy to make a beach.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But we haven't rendered it yet.
I like to think it. No, I like to think of it that Ansem has never that Diz has never seen a beach, so he doesn't know what it looks like.
What is this beach?
Didn't implement swimsuits yet.
Well, he's actually seen a beast before. He would have been to the realm of darkness the first time, but then
He
he
hasn't
probably
been to
looking
a
at it
happy
like,
beach.
exactly. He's like, this would be a little out of place.
No, or he's just in like a PTSD kind of thing, like, oh, I don't want to see a beach again.
He's never been to Florida.
I guess the plan got
Beached.
Kill me.
Kill me.
Oh, no, just
I
take
know
just
the
take
question.
just
Okay,
take the
so I know
clip.
this
Just
question.
take Pat's clip from his recent review with the Switch pun. Just at the end, just the pity.
Yeah, kill me.
So I know the question's been asked a million times, but is that
Is it
actually
really
real?
that hard to make a beach?
That good question.
I believe Josh said he's had it before, so
Well,
someone
no,
at least created
like
it
the
based
the
off
ice
of
cream
it.
itself is real, but like in the digital world, like,
Ice cream.
No, not even that. I'm talking about can I actually go to the store and buy sea salt?
you can get it at Disney World, is what you can do.
Optics
Yeah.
from that town must be kept
I'll
out
keep
of
it
their
sweet.
world.
Sell sea salt.
I prefer my things sweet.
Yeah.
What about salty and sweet?
Also, so I agree with you. Soon you guys made a comment on this when you were doing 358, but now it's my turn. Why are you kids sitting up there? That's dangerous. Get down.
We talked about because there's
There's
clearly some kind of way to get up to there, so it's like some kind of attraction. It's not gonna be
What's
like
the
the
bus there?
worst safety hazards in the world.
Also, you gotta love this.
Are they friends with the janitor? Are they friends with the maintenance guy?
Also, love the reminder that King Triton was super aware about the Keyblade, and that plot point gets dropped harder than
Never
a
brought
brick.
up in Birth by Sleep or anything like that.
Hell, it's barely even referenced in this game outside of that refresher.
Technically, Olympus Coliseum is like the only world with continuity.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
basic continuity because because for some reason Nomura really loves Hercules.
Also, like when we go to Atlantic, Patrick, you do it, Atlantica.
Yeah, but probably at the very end.
Okay,
Do it
so
in
when we
one
come
big-
back to Atlantica, Kate Charlie will ask you, have you been meddling other worlds lately? And that's it. That's the only.
Also, this is
that.
inaccurate. I never used Mushu at all for the original playthrough. Mushu is exclusively for level 1 Proud to take care of damage storage. That's it.
I'm searching too.
I can't. I still
Kai,
can't.
sometimes said key.
Oh,
I
they
hate-
didn't show us the time when we leave the fight.
We aren't even halfway there.
Halfway there! Halfway there!
Oh no, it's Pooh! Run!
Time.
Get out of here.
You're welcome.
Thank you for making up for the
Thank you.
fact that I don't have access to it.
I think at this point I'm thinking of switching it to where that becomes the $5 emote at this point.
Yeah. I feel like I'd have less uses for it though, outside of the stream.
You
This
use
is why-
Poo
this is
Puma
why we
anytime
need
you
part-
want to be
this
on ominous.
This is why we need that partnership, guys. So I need those
I need
subs
to
and
find...
so I can put in these emotes. But the only requirement I'm really missing out on is consistent viewers, because you need like 75 or more consistently.
We need the sweet, sweet Activision money.
Need to become sellouts.
Almost everything costs money.
What I need is, if I have the Pukuma, I just need to subscribe to someone who has the JoJo go 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 effect, and that will work perfectly for any situation.
By the way,
Just menacing.
By the way, Nominate, do you think you might get another dress, because that is getting dangerously short?
Listen. You didn't see what she was doing last night.
Do
Working
you
on
know what she
Sora's
was doing
memory?
last night?
I know exactly what she was doing last night. She was in Roxy's room. There's only one thing.
Staring.
Watching.
I was waiting for the wood.
Thank you.
Are we doing Atlantica karaoke?
Maybe
Plus-
for, hey, maybe for part of your world or under the sea.
No! No, swim this way. Fishy.
With wonderful
fun.
Twitch delay as
Have a
well.
lot of finny fun.
Someone,
Hello.
a streamer I follow, put that song on their pre-stream music list.
And you are
Just raw, ripped
I
right from
wanted
the
to meet
game.
you at least once.
It's amazing.
me?
Yes, you.
I mean, it's awful
Hello,
because it's an awful song,
Roxas.
but
Hi, Navine. How you doing?
Doing fine. Hmm?
So,
let
all right,
drag me
now
along to go shopping.
Oh, so it's an enemy
Hey,
stand.
you wanna
Oh
go-
yeah, she's
Yeah.
using the world.
time stop.
Oh yes, Alano.
Wait.
Stop.
Did you just
What?
see that?
Did you expect to nominate? But it was me, Dio.
Please stall.
It was
What's
definitely
nominate-
interesting.
Very well,
Yeah.
It was
then.
interesting watching
Okay.
DPCA abridged for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know why I say abridged twice. And getting the world reference, but not having watched JoJo yet, so I was very confused.
she just came in here just because she can.
Yeah.
I really want to talk about episode 60 part 1 because it was really.
So good. So good.
Well, if Alexandra was here, we'd just be quoting the damn thing all night.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah, come
wait,
on, you can
who-
do
Well,
that.
admittedly, there's
Who-
not a whole
who
lot
am
of
I-
big quotes from that
who am I
episode.
kidding?
Just
All
moments
she
that I
do
love.
is because she'd just be quoting the erection joke again. Because really, that's all there really is. Because
There's
most
not a
things
whole
are
lot of
speeches.
big quote lines from
Let me
episode
go.
6. I just loved the episode in general, especially
There's more.
Oh yeah,
there's,
come on, you can do it. I believe you.
like.
Well, Gabe
I've stated on Twitter
There's-
like. Gohan Super Saiyan 2 is in Japanese is my favorite moment of Dragon Ball ever, and ever since they gave us the best version of the History of Trunks scene, I was just like, I cannot wait for
Yeah.
that
By the way,
moment when we get to
so-
it.
Really, 60 Part 1 mostly has really good speeches, but not very many lines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, someone else posted the cover. But yeah, the cover of that song is up on iTunes.
I have it on mine. I've already played it about 30 times.
Yeah, I need to do it myself.
Yeah.
Put in the time that I put in for Devil Trigger.
It's
Boy, maybe you sure
current.
is kicking the crap
Yeah,
out of
it's
you.
I believe currently
Like you better-
like the second most downloaded song on iTunes right now.
Yeah.
It's just like, boy, Damien sure is kicking the crap out of Yamcha. It's like a metaphor.
How many people have the power of the world? Christ.
Many.
But it's still funny.
So I think Diz is just a big fan of JoJo at this point. Alright, so now we're to the biggest part of your decision making in the Roxas prologue.
Deciding your level up abilities.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this doesn't change your actual stats at all. This purely is by what order you're gonna get the abilities.
I don't remember these.
Now, I did look it up. Magic is pretty much going to give you your elemental boosts or stuff like that early. However, you're going to get your combat stuff pretty late into the game. Sword gives you all your combat abilities, but the big downside, you don't get Leaf Bracer until level 85. Ouch. And then the shield is probably, I'd say, the most balanced one out of all of them, because you still get your magic pretty early into there. You just mainly get some of the offensive abilities later on. For this run, I normally go with the shield when I'm playing, but because this is final mix, I'm gonna go with the shield for this one, because especially I need the once more and stuff like that super early. I want to make sure I have that so we can tackle the extra game stuff as soon as possible.
You're going to grind for
always
scan.
go shield. I go shield and then I go shield and at 1.
Yeah, I went shield as well for the Kingdom Hearts 1 run as well.
Because especially for the way I play Kingdom Hearts 2, for the way I play Kingdom Hearts 2, I don't use none of the magic that much.
Yeah, I
Really,
mainly
most
use it
people-
for limits and cure. That's really about it, and then reflect late game.
Limits, cure, reflect, and magnet for specific enemies.
Yeah.
Although, if you're good at the game, then you will also know that. Don't underestimate the magic. It's still good.
Yeah. It's mainly when you get to the final mix stuff that you'll use the magic a lot more.
So I kind of missed out on that because we were over talking, but are we going to pick up Scan?
I think unfortunately with Shield you get scanned kind of late.
I don't think Scan is effective.
I think
actually,
you
is
can scan at level 5.
I forget his scan say.
So I think in this game, Scan is such an important ability that it's like
Yeah,
the
you
first
get
one
pretty
you
early
earn.
for all of them, but I think with Shield you get it the latest. I think.
I'm gonna look this
I
up.
always make sure I get scanned before I'm done with the Rock's prologue.
Pretty much.
At the very least.
Well, yeah, it's unlikelier to miss it unless you just
Yeah, I
tear
mean,
through it.
I don't think I'm
wrong-
gonna be grinding here too much. I think mostly I'm going to be doing a little bit of
Never
grinding
mind.
when we get to the mansion.
Never. You only get Scan after beating Axel. It's unavoidable.
Okay, so it's event ability.
Yeah.
Which
In
is
the original game, you learned it at level 4.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
with no variation. But in Final Mix, they just give it
Yeah,
to you.
there's a
after
lot more
Axel.
changes between Final Mix and this game compared to 1.
Okay, Stefan, thank you
Sure,
for clearing
'cause
that up.
I think I played it a while ago, and you get scanned at level 4, so I don't know if it's.
That's in the original game,
Alright.
so that's the original game. I
Stefan,
don't
thank
know
you.
how you got that with Final Mix.
It's weird. Then.
Stefan, thank you for
Yeah.
clearing that up because I remember playing Final Mix for the very first time. I was like, by the time I got to this giant, before I got to the giant white boss, I had scan. I don't have it yet.
Yeah.
By the way, I gotta say,
I vividly remember scanning or farming for Scan in my original.
by the way,
page 2
just
playthroughs.
talking about more of the retrospective kind of stuff. I'm always a big fan of Deep Dive, and this is one of my favorite versions of it. Just in terms
into
of
the
like
heart,
how
yeah.
this one just overall looks and stuff like that. It's fantastic.
And the template that started a lot of DeviantArt variations of
Oh
the
yeah.
icon.
Also,
I think I
man,
made a
this thing
couple of
looks
them.
really good in HD. Like I'm actually looking at it now. It's super high
Oh
quality.
yeah.
Um,
Everything Sora holds dear.
Yeah. I always have said, if Sora ends up getting into Smash Bros. Or stuff like that, I have a feeling Deep Dive is going to be his stage, and it's going to be something a little similar to what this one looks like.
Yeah.
Sora's circle of caring people are Riku, Kairi, Donald, and Goofy, but not his mom.
Yeah, no.
And, this should also include the people in his heart, but,
I don't love you, Mom.
Porciano or Ventus Hoop.
Just hard insert that Nomura art.
If Ventus has ever been sentient inside of Sora's mind, and so every time Sora does something stupid, he's just like, eh! Like a Yu-Gi-Oh thing or something.
Oh god, the music here's so good.
Is Deep
Like,
Dive
it's
is Deep Diving Kingdom Hearts 2, like I know the battle themes are a little different, but is the regular Deep Dive technically different for KH2, or is it like
I believe
this?
so. I don't have the full OST, so I
Yeah.
can't look it up.
Is Sora God now? Well, everyone in this series is either Xehanort or Sora, so you do the math.
Is anyone God yet?
So, on the one hand, this fight is really awesome, but on the other hand, the actual fight is kind of lackluster because of how relatively uninvolved the quick time events are.
Yeah, there's a lot of waiting in this boss fight.
Yeah, like it's just a lot of sitting and waiting for triangles
Yeah.
until you get to the
Admittingly,
actual
I love
fight.
the design of Twilight Thorn, but
Yeah, he looks amazing, and like the visuals for the reaction sequence is cool, but it's so boring gameplay wise because it's the epitome of you're gonna be mashing triangle and you're gonna win.
I mean, there's got to be some way for you to get used to action commands.
Oh, trust me, you're gonna get used to them by the end of this game.
Well, hell, the reversal command was a better way to teach you than.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is mostly just to show off. Hey, we got animations.
This is just to show off. Hey, our budget increased big time.
We understood the PlayStation 2 better.
But like, this whole section is just a taste of what the combat is going to be like for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
Because
since
the
the
beginning-
prologue
the
has
beginning
been pretty
portion-
boring until this point. This is your first taste of what Kingdom Hearts 2 really has in store.
Yeah, because the
Also,
beginning
what are physics?
Yeah! Like, I never
Sorry.
understood that. Are you falling down or up or like what's going on during that?
shut up.
part?
Not even that. It's how Roxas re-evaluates himself when he starts falling. Like he completely flips himself around.
dark side in full soup PJs. Nice.
Oh, Pat, did you forget to equip the aerial recovery?
Ah!
I am again.
Well, I mean, I keep forgetting that you
how
get
could
the
we
ability
forget
so
talking about
early.
this? Hey, by the way, Patrick, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy opening chests during a fight now?
Best improvement from the face
Bad.
combat. Thank you, Face Nomura.
The most
Oh fuck.
greatest quality of life change that this game had. Also, you're about dead.
I did, but hey,
Yeah,
now I
yeah.
can equip aerial recovery.
And then walk through that door so that you can save it.
Hey, Patrick, you got an achievement. I never seen anybody die to this thing.
Oh no, trust me,
I've
I
died
died.
before.
I died to it big time during my first attempt at critical mode.
Well, that's critical
Hell.
mode.
Hell, back in the original PS2 version, I died to it. And that's most
Clearly a fan of
So
Gravity
fuck you,
Rush.
Jason.
Listen, I don't mean to brag, but
Sophie, you're taking over for Urban.
Oh yeah, for death count. I don't feel like it's gonna get really bad until we get to the final mix stuff, because I'm generally a lot better at Kingdom Hearts 2 compared to 1. Trust me.
Well, what are bosses that will often trip people up?
In the original Kingdom Hearts 2, Zaldin, definitely.
Well, even I'm thinking like a lot of Beast Castle can throw you off guard.
for me, I think the first big hurdle is Cerberus or Hercules.
Really?
yeah.
Because I think he's pretty damn easy in this one.
The second hurdle is I think actually halfway through the game, halfway point, the water clones.
Oh, of course, Demix is a massive roadblock that people don't see coming.
Yeah,
most of the time.
Second Demix can be one. Admittedly, the thing is, strangely, a lot of them I felt like got easier in Final Mix.
It's quite possible you just got better, Patrick.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I know
'Cause
definitely, especially like Sephiroth and stuff like that, are significantly easier in Final Mix compared to the
Look,
original.
because here's the thing. I remember playing Keys 2 for the first time. Played it easy because I'm a schmuck. Then played it again on normal. And by the time I got to proud mode, I did Dimmick's first try. I just go, this is supposed to be harder, right?
Well, it's
Or
because
did I
Kingdom
get
Hearts
better?
2 is just generally one of the easier games in the series, definitely. Until
Well,
you
yeah.
get the
I
Final
suck
Mix
at
stuff
video
and then
games
kicks
and
you in the
die at
balls.
least
But after Dimmick's, Zolden.
I still think Zaldin is the hardest one in Vanilla 2. Easily.
Zolden is such a major block if you haven't
Don't
used your
use
magic.
jump.
Don't use jump or magic.
Well,
If you don't
especially if
use
you
your-
haven't
if you don't
leveled
use
up the drive
reflect-
forms by that point, you really are going to be hurting in that fight.
Well, even like just reflect. Like I remember, I barely used reflect ever in my first playthrough, which is why I suffered really hard against Zalvin because I would just take his raw super like an idiot.
Same.
And because you don't have dodge roll, you don't have a consistent dodge move.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not sure how the iframes work on the quick run.
Yeah, in terms of first early, wait, Patrick, it does bring up a question. I know. Are you going to do both the worlds and then go to Hercules, or just go do one, do Hercules and go back?
I'm probably gonna do them in their intended order.
Because for the longest time, I didn't know that Mulan was technically first because it's the lowest level.
I look at numbers.
Yeah.
I did Beast Castle first.
Admittedly, I didn't pay as much attention to it the second time around. Because you can kind of pick whatever world you want, even though there is more of an intended order, but...
They want to. I guess you're more inclined to choose Mulan since it's the new world.
Yeah.
So they make it the
Yeah.
lowest.
Well, Beast Castle is also a new. It's also a new world. It's
Yeah,
just
but
kind of
Mulan is like
different
fully
from the
full.
one.
Familiar characters.
Yeah.
Then again, I think Pirates is the only world where you haven't met a character from it before in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Steal my spirit bomb.
Because technically you encountered Mushu and Simba, which is why there's some familiarity when you visit those worlds.
I
You
guess...
just don't interact with them because they're
Well,
summoned.
technically Tron.
I guess Tron too, yeah.
Yeah, Tron.
I easily forget about it, despite the fact that it's probably my favorite.
Yeah,
my
even though that might
favorite
be honestly
world.
the best one of the best worlds in the entire game.
Certainly
Because,
certainly the best implemented.
Yes.
But because because again, like I said, in Kingdom Hearts 1, Tron and Winnie the Pooh are two of the worlds that integrate Sora the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like,
Admittingly,
despite the fact that Tron is basically a step-for-step remake of the actual movie,
Yeah.
it's just implemented much better.
But
with how
also,
you
to be fair,
add
I
your
think a lot of
characters.
people that were playing Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't really watch Tron. So...
Oh no, I only watched Tron like 2 months ago for the first time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just watching it, I'm just like, oh yeah, man, they recreated these scenes actually pretty damn well. Wow.
But even then, what makes Tron work really well? What makes Tron work really well in KSU is the fact that Tron is the only world that I feel like is integrated into the actual story.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But yeah, Tron is the only world where it feels like that world actually matters in the grand scheme of things. Like, you can go like the Beast Castle of Mulan and Hercules, and while those stories matter on a small scale, Tron is the only world that matters in the grand picture.
Yeah.
Because
Also,
it
I
actually-
totally agree. The thing is, if you were to tell me Pirates was coming back for 3, I would just been like, oh god. But it looks so legit great in 3. I think especially because of the graphical boost this time.
I'm hyped strictly from a gameplay perspective at this point.
Listen,
Just want
Patrick.
to draw Pirate Sora so bad.
Listen, Patrick. Kingdom Hearts 3 was the best pirate game at E3.
Aww.
What other pirate games were there?
There were Skull and Bones.
Thieves.
TNT to Skull and Bones.
But
I
that,
forgot about Skull and Bones.
But
Just make a good pirate game.
What's the only real competition? Assassin's Creed 4?
a game that came out so long ago.
I still have an unopened copy of 4 from my Xbox 360 on my shelf. I got it for my birthday forever ago and I never played it.
Wait,
Which is really bad despite the fact that it's probably one of the best Assassin's Creed games.
Did you guys know of a YouTube channel? I think it's named Man of Steel. I think, is that
Yes.
wrong? Yeah,
It just recently did Sora's Pirate's Keyblade.
yeah.
Is that what you're going on with?
Oh,
Yep.
that was great.
I haven't watched it, but I saw it on my subscriptions. Man, this
Yeah.
looks so fucking cool!
Can we just appreciate all of Kingdom Hearts 2 right now?
This is still the epitome of mash triangle to win, but it looks so cool, damn it.
What can we give our animators to do to make it look cool?
Just
like-
a
this
lot
is
of
like an
particle
anime-
effects.
animator
A lot of
showcase.
particle effects.
Listen. We like Kingdom Hearts 1, we love Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, let's put it like this. We generally enjoyed the series a lot, but 2 for a lot of us is in our like favorite games of all time, kind of. Thing.
Also, ouch.
Yeah.
Like, Darkseid was kind of just melting into Sora before, that was just literally dropped on him.
Well, hey, he's a body, so.
Get off from me! Get away from me! The darkness! Ow! The darkness!
So by the way, are we in
Awesome.
some weird Organization 13 room or something right now?
Get off from me! The darkness!
Also, I loved Boundary
name is
Break for that
Naomi.
last scene because literally them might as well be T-posing except for their arms.
Yeah.
Roxas,
It's amazing.
This is just one of
do you remember your
Diz's
true
like
name?
beta beta test
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
It's one of his beta rooms.
This
This
is
is
just like
basically-
a base room in like 3ds Max when you're trying to render something.
Yeah.
Hey,
It has a couple more colors, and you're basically in the proto room from Sonic.
I hate it.
Sonic Adventure 2.
I hate to see Data zoned, and I probably don't want to.
Move, bitch!
Ha! It's the computer room.
How's
Okay, this bitch is empty.
Totally perfect, you know?
Yep, here comes the stream playback.
How about one more, you know?
And
what's that for?
move,
Those
bitch!
freaks in the white jumpsuits are gone, you know?
Cakewalk.
And for the longest
Oh,
time,
God,
I was just
we're
like,
taking
"Who
pictures of
are
me
you, Vivi?"
Outside.
Yeah.
That's what.
Like they were taking pictures of Cypher just kind of being full of himself, and Roxas just happened to be in the background, and they were like, "Hey, let's take advantage of this."
Oh yeah, Cypher's always looking after the town.
Cypher,
At least
why
they
do you-
didn't throw squiggly lines on me.
Cypher, why do you dress like that? He dressed like a tool.
Probably because he's a tool.
Teenage
Likes to totally own
angst.
Barring the lack of sleeves, he's basically a moderned up design from 8.
Okay, so I know why the other two hang out with Cypher because Final Fantasy 8, but the content of this world, why do they hang out with Cypher?
Better question, why does Vivi hang out with them?
Maybe he's a kid. Why does he hang out with Cypher?
Like, I guess he respects him because he's super strong, despite the fact that he's the easiest fight out of all 3 of the struggle opponents. But
It's not like that.
That is a very good question
Kingdom
because
Hearts,
Black,
was the
for all we
beach?
know, Vivi is the
Today?
only black mage in
Go.
Kingdom Hearts. So what is he in the
Remember that
context
thing,
of this
right?
series? That's a good point.
That might be something.
Honestly, from what I gather from KH2, he's basically like an
How about
enigma
we go
because
tomorrow?
he's always the cause of
Did you get
anything
those
weird.
pretzels?
and he's always by
I
himself.
promised I'd be
So-
somewhere.
Anybody remind me? What is that supposed to... Wasn't Disney / Square Enix planning on making a Kingdom Hearts cartoon at one point before they dropped it?
Yeah, because
No,
It was
they-
going to be
they're-
entirely different, but I guess I think it was
You two are gonna
because they
come out.
don't want to confuse.
Yeah, it was. He was.
I have to read that up again.
It was. They canceled it because he didn't want people to get too confused by the two if the two were to have 2 different continuities, and it was just like, oh, if he only knew, if he only knew.
I mean,
Got a bit of static.
that was... I mean, I think that was actually the smart choice.
It was a smart call, but just like, oh god, if you were worrying about confusing people, Jesus Christ.
Don't worry, don't worry about it. You do that yourself later.
No.
And the thing with Kingdom
Your character
Hearts,
from Danganronpa?
Hijack the data.
I have
After you
nothing
get
to
the perk
say.
by sleep.
Look what you've done now.
favorite character from Danganronpa 1, I haven't played it, I can't say anything.
Go.
Calm down.
Favorite character for Danganronpa 1? No, she's from 2.
Isn't it?
As long as
Oh god, I'm forgetting her name, but Celeste, the gambler.
She's in my top 3, but she's not my favorite character. Patrick, who was the girl? The smart girl that made the AI?
Oh god.
Chiro. Chiro.
Chiro. Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
character.
up to me. Only the
Is
Keyblade
that
Master can
character
open the
followed by
secret door
Byakuya, followed by Celeste?
and change the world.
Io, and
Well,
I
I'm
like
not gonna
Makoto,
keep
but just
trace
for his
of it
interactions with Kyoko.
My friends are my power.
There's the line.
Just there because he just fills the douchebag quota.
Now, you were to ask me,
Hey,
my
wait
favorite
a minute.
character
Okay,
from
yeah.
the entire
No,
franchise.
hold on. We need to talk about this because they included this scene in the international version of 2, despite the fact we never got final mix here in America.
Hey, Patrick! Patrick, welcome to the real reason why I hated Final Mix. We got it for the longest time. When I found out about Final Mix, I was just upset that, we don't get the best version of the game. When I later found out that, wait, they added new cutscenes and put it to the story,
Yeah.
that's when I got actually mad.
Jolie, that's a spoiler
Oh,
if you don't
Jesus.
know Danganronpa.
Okay, I'm sorry. Look at Kyrie in this. That is so the
Oh,
GBA.
whoa.
That is so the GBA. Oh my god.
I never noticed how bad that was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like.
Even Diz doesn't wanna graphical.
Also,
Kyrie
I
out.
call shenanigans during this scene in the cave. Sora is not freaking out like he did in our
I'm
playthrough.
always with you.
By the way, real quick, going back, and we're going to talk about favorite Danganronpa character across the entire franchise, and number 1 is the Danganronpa 2 cast. All of them? Yes!
Well, if you want to see me play Danganronpa 2, you can subscribe to the channel.
Oh, Patrick, took a little sub count, are we?
Oh,
We got a
more for
Discord.
V3.
We're friendly people.
V3 is great too. I love V3.
What is that nightlight?
Although admittedly, I feel like V3 is even more spoilerific than 2.
Idea.
Dawn of the fourth day. Oh god, we glitched the game.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there it is, guys. There it is. Just the infamous 4th day.
Okay, for the longest time, I didn't know that between fights you could go into this alleyway and fight Cypher.
Wait, you can?
Yes.
Wait, what?
You can farm levels off of Cypher if you go into the alleyway between fights. I
Patrick.
never knew this because you just run right into the fight arena.
Patrick, you know what you're doing, right? You're doing that. We're gonna fight Cypher real quick, guys. Oh,
I was
Patrick,
so
question.
shocked when I saw it. I was like, what? You can do this?
Hey, Patrick, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we ask this? Do you mind if I pose a question to the stream about what you should do during the actual champion fight?
What do
I know
you
what
mean?
you're talking about. I know what he means.
Mainly, hey stream, do you want Patrick to win or lose?
Do you want the hero medal or do you want the useless belt?
Yeah, which one do you want?
I'm gonna get the piece of equipment that I can actually use, so fuck you.
So you're gonna lose.
So you're gonna lose.
Oh wait, I
Hands
thought
are
no,
flapping.
the champion belt you get.
The champion belt only increases your elemental defenses, but it doesn't actually give you defense.
Hey now, it's
Well, no,
time to introduce today's
Yeah, because I usually give that to Goofy or stuff like that early game.
Yeah, because there's nothing else to give people.
Yeah.
Once I find out that you get a better item by losing, I just lose.
Well, what's the
Well,
item
the
you get
big-
by losing?
You get a medal that increases your strength defense. Yeah,
No, it increases your strength by 2, I believe.
1 or 2, but still, it actually gives you a stat that's relevant for everything but Axel. Because that champion belt, all it's gonna help you for is Axel in the up until you start
does
buying
it
your own
transfer to
stuff.
Sora?
Yes.
All items transfer to Sora.
Okay.
How that makes sense, I don't know.
I just imagine that he dumped all his equipment in front of the thing and Sora took it.
Well, no, it's all digital. It's the thing.
Yeah.
A chance to take on our defending champion, Setzer.
He was making the Sora DLC.
It won't be long now, folks.
Hi, Setzer, you've been totally wasted because you're nothing like your Final Fantasy VI counterpart.
But yeah, Patrick, if you lose a fight, you get a better piece of equipment, in my opinion.
Okay.
The only problem is that because you only have like 1 item slot right now, you won't be able to equip it and the ability ring you get after this day. But yeah, you go into the alleyway. But yeah, you can go to the Station Heights, and I think you can at least interact with people. You might be able to buy items from the kid at the store. But yeah, if you go to the alleyway to the usual place, then Cypher will be there, and you can fight him.
You want to know? Actually, you want to know how I learned about the fact that you can lose if I get a better piece of equipment? The 2015 Kingdom Hearts 2 speedrun at AGDQ.
14 years later, and I'm still learning shit.
I know, right?
I was like, wait, you can lose? Wait, you get a piece of equipment that's better than the belt? Oh snap! I'm doing that from now on.
Oh, no,
Like you-
Cypher the lamer.
Yeah.
By
Like, I
the way,
can't- I
how
won't-
does he do like the jump glide attack?
Shut up.
Hey, Sophie, I have a question.
Shut up!
Sophie, I have a question for you. What is your experience with Kingdom Hearts 2? Was it the first one you played, or?
Technically, I haven't fully beaten it since I don't have a PlayStation. I just play around with my friends thing. It became really funny when I went to Deep Jungle and I tried to play it and my friend is just face palming because I keep falling down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The lore
Block.
than gameplay.
Now, okay, I want to pose a question. Guard, do you think it's better or worse in this game compared to Kingdom Hearts 1?
The
Better.
animation makes it look worse, but that requires me to also use guard.
The guard is so much more applicable in this game. It just looks really dumb when well, when Roxas does it, it looks weird because you don't think that would block anything. And Sora goes so anime with it, you kind of don't think it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, until you realize that.
Until you realize that unlike Kingdom Hearts 1, he's actually invincible the entire animation.
Yeah, but the animation doesn't tell you that.
Yeah.
Because Sora just does a full spin, and it's just like, what?
Also, by the way, so this guy who just walked off the screen on the stream, yeah, he's voiced by Goofy. He also looks like Goofy.
Gosh.
And he gets off on struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but you actually hear his voice. It's totally Goofy's voice actor.
Yeah, I'm sure they just had him do some fill-up stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not doing anything for the first 3 hours of this game. Can you give us some voice lines?
Will be between Roxas and his best friend.
Goofy, when Goofy gets hit in the head, it's like, all right, so you just do these extra lines while everyone else is reading off their stuff.
Background characters.
Also, Hainer has like a surprising amount of health, if I remember right.
I'm gonna beat you up, Sora.
I think the strangest thing is that in the like list of people you can fight afterwards when you come back as Sora, like the difficulty actually seems to go down.
Yeah.
Because you fight Hainer, who has a lot of health and kind of easy moveset, and then you fight Setzer, who has less health but a bit more of a complicated moveset. Then you fight Cypher, and he's the easiest fight in the entire game.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, how did you become champion? Did you cheat? You must have cheated.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Listen, isn't this romantic? That's all you need.
Like, he should have been anti-aired by Setzer the moment he tried to do that. He's in the air for like 5 seconds.
Are you gonna grab any of the other orbs? No?
So, I'd like to talk about the actual implication of,
you took out all his HP.
So, I have an actual question. Does this hurt?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a bat.
Yeah, even though it's a Nerf bat, you're still getting hit with a fucking bat.
Yeah, I want to see this fight animated. I want to see this fight animated, like outside of outside of the game. You guys, achievement.
Yeah.
Outside of the game. I want to see how this fight would mechanically work.
Okay, do you want animated like kind of here, or do you want animated like out of the manga? Because the manga gives an explanation.
Oh, does?
Roxy, you should have taken a picture of him when he was down, just so you can get even.
In the manga, you have
don't
like
worry,
a
it's gonna be on
full
Twitter.
In the manga, they show that everyone who is participating in the tournament has like a full bodysuit that's covered with the orbs, and you just literally knock them off of each other. Oh, is that Alex?
Yep.
Hey.
Alex.
That's an Alex.
Well, hey, Alex, you missed the boring part of the tutorial, so.
Oh man, that was the part I wanted to be here for.
you missed Job Simulator 2018.
Okay, first off, what difficulty are we playing on?
Proud.
Patrick, you haven't learned.
Yes, but here's the thing: Patrick is better at KH2 than these kids.
I know.
I was debating on critical, but final mix stuff. So, yeah.
Level 1 critical.
No.
I know BB's AI here is really dumb, so just pause and then just run around the stage.
Also, Setzer, you scrub, you only got 1 orb out of him.
I'm sorry, Sophie, but the sensors have picked you up, and you now need to get out of the stream.
Aw, damn.
You said something about balls.
Also, why does Cypher get the yellow balls? Why is he special?
Because he pissed his pants, so his balls became blue.
Because isn't this romantic?
That's actually really good. Holy shit.
By the way, so Alex,
did you know that you could fight Seth in that alley?
So just
I did know that. I do that all the time.
So just to make sure I'm right, Seth's those are the two for Final Fantasy VIII, right?
So I'm in 3rd now? Oh,
Anyway, so really quick, I didn't even hear what the question was because you cut out.
Oh, Seth's those are the two that are always with them for Final Fantasy VIII, right? I got that right.
First off, Cypher. Not Setzer. Setzer's from Final Fantasy VI.
My bad, Cypher.
Yes, Cypher, Rajin and Fujin are from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yay, I was right.
Are they actually like affiliated with him in that game?
They're his fan club.
Okay. So kind of like this, but older.
Yeah. They don't actually hang out with him. They're just NPCs in Balm Garden.
Okay.
Anyway, just to answer the questions that probably already came up at this point, like I said during the KH1 stream, KH2 is my first experience with the series.
Yep.
So I love it.
We all all of the co-commentators who are going to be in this event absolutely love KH2 to death. This is the best game of the franchise, hands down.
Doesn't.
Yeah. Twilight Town, like I said before, probably because of the fact that I started with this game, is my favorite starting world.
Oh, I totally agree, though at the same time, 358 made me absolutely sick of it.
I'm sure.
I like Twilight Town a lot, but after playing KH1, I do think that Traverse Town is better.
That's fair. Like I said, it's probably my nostalgia.
Traverse Town and both of its variations I really like.
Alright, now Pat,
unique variations, I should say.
Zawando!
No, because the biggest difference is that Traverse Town is a unique place you can actually explore, while Twilight Town is just a town.
Pat, I saw you try to go for the 200 orbs there. Why did you even bother?
He got it with Hainer.
I did with Hainer.
Yeah, well, Hainer's a punk-ass bitch.
He has more health than Vivi.
Yeah, well, he's still a punk-ass bitch.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The
I'm
thing
just
about
saying.
Vivi is that you can just grab... You can just hit him a couple of times and just not care about him anymore because he'll just walk around the stage and just jump
strafe.
and attack.
Dang it, Dio.
Well, because Zawando got cast.
Yeah, Zawado.
Zawado!
I love how Zawaldo got cast.
It's a magic spell.
We don't have stop in this game, unfortunately. Everyone seems to have it except for Sora/Roxas.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Don't remind me of Extreme Behemoth from Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, see, it's really funny because, back in the day, when I watched the Hellfire Comms playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2, and Helldragon made that joke every single time it happened, I had no idea what JoJo was, so I had no idea what he was
didn't pick up until like 8 years later.
Yeah.
Well, JoJo in particular didn't pick up until 2012, and then the world jokes didn't start coming until like 2 years later than that.
Now, okay, here's the thing. This comes off as way more of a shock from Chain of Memories, because Chain of Memories makes it look like that Axel flat out died in your GBA game.
Kind of. If you remember Sora's story, but he does show him to be alive in Riku's, I believe.
Wait,
no, he's never...
What's that donation thing down there? Is that Danganronpa 2? How much money do you want?
It's not donations this time. Now
it's subscriptions.
Just get 8 people to subscribe.
Yeah, Streamlabs just opened up a sub thing to their donation counter kind of thing, so I decided to put that on.
Also, Jesus Christ, Axel's eyes.
Yeah.
Quick, everyone subscribe. Pat needs to play Danganronpa 2.
I got until January to meet that quota, so...
And, Alex, you...
Quota is filled, I'll make something special.
Listen, Alex, you also need to finish V3, but that's another story.
Look,
you and Jason are the only ones here without the access to the subgroup.
Okay, fine. You asked for it.
And by the way, okay, gushing about the soundtrack, but 13th Struggle is... fantastic.
Listen, Patrick, this whole soundtrack is fantastic.
But I'm gonna point out my favorites, all right?
Listen, but I don't have my favorite. My favorite is not to the front of boss. Darkness Unknown.
Well, my favorite track in the entire series is The Other Promise. But oh my gosh, Axel went down super fast. Holy shit. That's the fastest I think I've ever beat him.
Speed run strats.
Like, look at that!
Those pro strats of just short hop and attack.
Hey, Alex, subscribe, thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was that? What was that about that?
It was accurate about a minute ago. Fuck off.
Let him deceive you.
Don't you dare retroactively make me a liar.
Give me that sub Discord.
Go to your Discord and you will be able to, to go up there and bada boom.
Painter! Pence!
Actually, I think maybe the reason Axel, because Diz just puts up the difficulty level.
Oh, it's that nobody scumbag. Okay, time to raise Roxas's stats.
You know what? Sure.
How did I get here?
Good question, Vivi.
Roxas!
Ladies and gentlemen, Roxas!
I think it's the same person that does Alette. I think.
Roxas?
Okay, and yes, like we said in the chat, I'm going to intentionally from this fight because you get a better piece of equipment if you do so.
The voice actress's name is Melissa Disney. That's a little on the nose.
Oh, the medal is better than the belt?
Because it gives you strength. It gives you like 1 or 2 strength. The other one only does elemental stuff, but it doesn't really help you. As Rox is just the only person that's gonna help you in that is for Axel, and that's it.
Yeah, but elemental resist. Elemental. Yeah. Also, now we just made Stefan really a liar.
I will only be able to do that for 1 month, but there you go.
But no.
I already said retroactively. Fuck off.
But actually, Pat, in higher tier play of Kingdom Hearts 2, elemental resistance is better.
Well, I mean, it's your choice, Pat.
Hey, you know what? Just for continuity's sake, I'll be happy. Because I can probably get a better piece of equipment. I can get a better strength equipment like right after.
Yeah.
Anyway, where'd you say for the freaking Discord?
Oh, you gotta go to, let's see, it's to your user settings, and then to it's user settings, and then like my account, or I think no, it's authorized apps. You gotta go to.
Also, man, Setzer he must have a pretty dull life if this is all he really does.
Whatever you think is wrong is the summary of this entire fucking franchise.
He's literally Seto Kaiba in that, like, he's basically an adult playing what is basically a child sport.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so can I just talk about the fact of how much of a disgrace this is of a use of a Final Fantasy VI character?
Oh, I agree. I haven't even finished FF6 and I know how bad it is. Like Cloud is more accurate to his original form than this guy is to his.
Wait, so Patrick, where do I go again? To my settings?
You go to your settings and then to authorized apps, and then you have to make sure that your Twitch and your Discord are linked up.
Oh, I have my Twitch linked up, but I don't see.
It
I only
sometimes
have
takes
one.
a little bit. I'll just invite you guys to the server.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because I only have one.
Yay! Thank you, Stefan.
Sub thing that I have.
Oh, you just got my cat picture. Okay.
Yeah.
I sent that like right at the start of the stream.
You think Jason actually looks at his setting or looks at that Discord?
To be fair, I don't know him as well as you. I think, like, looking at like gameplay and now I'm thinking about it, like I kind of wish you got the knock-up attack sooner, so you could go into aerial raves a bit easier. Because especially now that I've been playing a lot more character action games, like it's kind of weird not having that. Just having the option to go airborne would be so appreciated, so much faster.
And now to destroy this trophy's value.
Wow. Wow. Rip. Like, hey man, we just got this really cool trophy. Let me take all the shit off.
You get lights.
And Pence almost freaking drops his.
Oh, sorry. So, Patrick, let me just tell you what happens when you lose a fight. He gives you, I believe he lets you keep the trophy, you walk off the stage, and your friends end up clapping for you because you did a good job anyway.
pity prize.
Wait, are you saying we just became the original ending of Neon Genesis Evangelion?
By the way,
Oh,
this
wow.
is where those safety regulations should come into play all night. Never mind. Thank you for watching Kingdom Hearts 2. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, because
This same thing happened in 358, but with the chick.
And no one went out to grab his hand.
Yeah, I said that during the movie night. I was like, no one fucking tries to help Roxas.
Because
what
this
makes
program.
it worse?
Because this wanted to be a dick to Roxas.
In the next scene, when we get the gang back together, they half acknowledge that this happened.
No, Diz is just looking at this like, God dang it, Roxas! Ah!
Also, I totally forgot that she has a Moogle little charm.
Yeah.
That's awesome, actually. Also, yeah, we don't want to have to render older Tidus or Waka, so we'll just have them for this scene. They're busy playing their volleyball or whatever.
No, Tidus and Waka.
Blitzball, get it right.
It's not Blitzball because there's no Blitzball in this universe.
No,
You don't know that.
I don't need to know that because no one cares.
Stefan,
Wow.
Stefan, this is what happened. They died in a tragic Blitzball accident.
Tragic. Oh yeah, are you talking about 10-3?
Damn. So.
Where have you not heard about that?
No.
There was a legit novel that was made by one of the writers of Final Fantasy X that was a continuation past Final Fantasy X and 2, and Titus immediately died again by kicking a bomb that he thought was a blitzball.
Tidus' dying is literally a running gag. Good to know.
I remember finding that, telling Alex about it, and reading it out loud. And when we get to that,
Nominate. What's happening?
You're falling, asshole.
Who are you? And that's not my name. I'm Kyrie.
Wait, do you get psychic powers when you fall off a really tall building?
yes.
This is what.
I mean, is that not what happens to you?
I haven't fallen off a large building recently.
Do you not?
Recently.
You don't remember my name?
Just wakes up temporarily, just like, geez, Kyrie, you don't remember my name?
I guess I can give you a hint.
Yeah.
Starts with an
It's like, fucking Sora, just don't be a fucking bitch.
Starts with an ass. Start with.
He fucking
start with
went
an
to
ass
like
size.
multiple
Shit
worlds trying to
hole.
save this
Okay.
chick's ass.
And he wants to be playful right now? No, fuck you, Sora.
Yeah,
I'm
Sora, meanwhile, you completely forgot about her in Chain of Memories, so don't be an asshole. You look who's
Oh
talking.
no, to be fair.
Yeah,
that
you
was the
replaced her with Nominate. Don't you even start.
Okay, to be fair to Sora, that was not Sora's fault.
But then he blames Kyrie.
Basically, Rox is even more of a player.
That was not Sora's fault. Nominate was messing with his head.
Wait.
In the end, blame Nominee.
Ah, damn. There goes my relevancy in this franchise.
Stefan, I think you got that wrong. It said thank Nominee.
No, I saw the other letter. The letter by the fans that was like, Nominee's the problem.
Nominee's the problem.
It's not like this ball is gonna be relevant in like 20 plus
What's
hours.
that? A letter. I wrote it yesterday.
By the way, how the fuck does this bottle even get to there by the end of the
Shut
game?
Shut up.
Shut up!
Mind distorted power.
Man, if only we could be like SGB and just edit that in every
Well,
single-
no, they've been putting it in the chat every time so far, just posting that clip.
Nice. Shut up.
Shut up!
Yep, that's
You know,
me.
Ace,
You may be
that's
wondering how I
that's
got
also a
into this
good one.
situation.
Yeah.
Right? Sora?
Yeah, with Roxas, so you wonder how I get into this situation. No, that should be when the
Right, Sora?
No,
That's such a weird
Right?
take.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of them trying to match that up to the.
The lip sync,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's weird because they usually match up the lip sync to the voice actors with Kingdom Hearts.
Well, for the mainline series, anyway.
Yeah, well, look at what we're playing.
Yeah.
This isn't a mainline game.
You're right. It's both side series of all games. You shouldn't play it.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 isn't
you need
important.
to play Recoded. That's important.
Yeah, that's the main game.
She wasn't born like other nobles.
I should know because it does the story of Kingdom Hearts 1 again.
But it's referenced in Dream Drop, so it's kind of...
But who's nobody?
Well, more Dream Drop just restates what Coded said, so there's not even really a reason to play Coded.
But Recoded has my favorite character, Data Sora.
My favorite is Data Diary.
By the way, as we talked about in 358, this exchange no longer makes any sense anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, again, it's just like, you know who he is.
It's an honor.
And he knows you know who he is, so why is any of what's happening here happening?
And before we find out it's a digital Riku.
Yeah, it's Repliku.
What? No, just Ansem does this on a daily basis, and so Riku just rolls with it.
You can't seriously.
Listen, they're role playing right now.
They're role.
I will say though that Christopher Lee delivery was great, especially that laugh.
Yeah. By the way, this is a scene added for 2.5.
You can tell because everything's in entire models.
Yeah.
You know what you must do.
Everything looks so much nicer.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Also, why are they bothering to have their hoods up when they never had their hoods up during 358?
They are very aware of the camera.
Alex, they're very aware that they're in a story.
Also, they got very pointy noses in this.
Yes.
But it's just one of those things where it's like you think, okay, you know, obviously the reason this happened was because for, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2, they didn't want you to know who all these people were yet.
Yeah.
But then 358, it didn't matter anymore. But it's just like, think of it from the actual canon. It's like, so you're telling me for like a year they just didn't even bother, but now all of a sudden, Zennis just released this policy where everyone has to have their hood up.
Hey, it's very
to
chilly
look
in
more
there, okay?
ominous.
It's very chilly.
Oh, it's because Rox
so-
is left, so for some reason we want to have our hoods up. Because we're all so emo.
Alright, so
Doesn't matter.
what do we actually think of the new cutscenes?
They're usually-
You mean what do I think about the 5-minute walk?
Yeah.
I loved it. It was the best scene in the entire series.
Of course you go bring up the 5-minute walk!
That's the only scene you broke up, because
Outside of the 5-minute walk being that long, and the inclusion of Sora's conversation with Riku right before the final fight, I think they're all pretty good inclusions.
Yeah.
Because the 5-minute one is way too fucking long, and the one before the final fight just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I really want to know who's the one that sat down and said, okay, so we want to include a scene that references Aqua's Keyblade armor. Let's have him walk the entire way down with no cuts.
You need to understand how
I don't think there's even any playing.
No, there's no
It's
music.
just dead silence.
Fell off the station tower, didn't I?
And angry.
You see,
Also,
when we get
this
to
is
that point,
really
I'm just gonna
relatable.
play the Spider-Man 2 pizza theme at that point.
So I really wish there could have been more stuff with these three.
Yeah.
Because like they set them up to be like, you know, the 4-man crew, but then obviously, you know, Roxas goes away, and then you see the real ones when you're playing as Sora, but you never do anything with them. You never re-become friends. They just have that little moment where it's like, oh, I feel like I've met you before, and it's just like,
Well,
what?
the biggest problem with that 3 separate problem is the fact that compared to the rest of the cast, they're the most bland. Like,
Yeah.
let's be fair here. Do we really want to know more about Hater, Princess Olette? Do we really care that much about these 3?
To know anything about Olette is to know more than not at all. Because she has less than nothing compared to the other two.
Plus-
Hater has this game, and at least Pence has some moments with not only the wonders of Twilight Town, but also his little bits and pieces back in 358. Olette has literally nothing.
Now, for me, I feel like actually my biggest problem with the tutorial is this day right here, because I feel like this day lasts for way too fucking long.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I
some
think
fun
this-
scenarios here and there, but yeah.
I feel like it's just a big screeching
is
halt
around that time
after
where-
you start to kind of get into things, especially with the Axel fight. That,
Well, this day just feels like filler.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
something
just-
that really could use less filler.
It's the spacing between your Axel fights.
Yeah.
We need to have a breather. Oh wait, we made the breather too long.
Hang on,
100
Lu-
BBs. You got.
It's like wait, we figured it out. They can ride a trash bag. Genius.
What's the actual point of this day?
Nothing.
Like, oh, they're kids, they're friends. You don't really hang out with them because you're just doing mini games.
Well, in Twilight Town, that becomes very relevant.
Time has come.
Because I know, because like the scene that takes place after this is when Roxas is no longer there to them.
Yeah.
So I know the whole point of trying to have this day, so that way the next day, they don't even see Roxas anymore. Roxas just kind of feels like hurt.
It's not a race.
But in comparison to what happened to this day versus the other day, this feels like even more filler than the Job Simulator 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least with Job Simulator 2018, you can just do one job and leave.
Yeah.
And
And plus you get AP out of it.
And it has some relevancy to later on the plot. Even though you only have to pay for a ticket once ever. Even here, like, they don't have to pay for a ticket to get to the other.
The whole point of this is just to fill out
student discount.
It's just to fill
That's a
out
hell of a student discount.
Well, it's also
Also, I'm pretty sure this is still in the town. It's just a separate part of the town, so it's
How far
just.
out of Twilight Town would the beach be?
I don't know.
Maybe
apparently far enough that they need a lot of money for it.
You know, the more I talk about this day, the more I realize they were trying to go for more story significance than gameplay significance. Because this day...
Oh yeah, let's also talk about how you fight the Shadow Roxas, and they make it like it's gonna be this big thing.
Yeah, because you remember Shadow Sora from the original game, at the very least, if you played them both.
Why did they take Roxas's blue ball? Because there's no reason for them to just take it.
To symbolize how he's getting blue balled.
Just to make him feel really bad later on.
Listen, okay, yeah, the whole point is that they have to make him feel as shitty as humanly fucking possible.
That's Roxas' entire
Basically, this is a douchebag.
Yes.
Every time I count, it's
They also, like, fuck those guys. Like, they all put theirs out, and then they're like, oh, Roxas doesn't have his. Let's just keep doing it.
Also, can I just say this is my favorite Wonder?
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, which I will say, that's probably the most in character out of the Final Fantasy characters that is, because from Final Fantasy VIII, he is kind of a dumbass.
Well, of the Twilight Town characters, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a dumbass.
I mean, how
also,
close
by
are
the way,
some of
pick
those
up
Final
all
Fantasy
these
VII
items around here while you can, because they aren't gonna exist soon, so might as well grab them.
Wait, you mean this isn't Kingdom Hearts 2? I'm not playing it right now?
You're playing Kingdom Hearts 1.5, motherfucker!
Oh no. Oh good, we got scanned.
So, even though I like Roxas, at very least in this opening tutorial section, this opening tutorial section is also the reason why I played through this tutorial section 3 times and then make a save after this tutorial section.
Yep.
Well, immediately the tutorial isn't bad when you can skip cutscenes and stuff like that. It doesn't take.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop it from still feeling long.
Oh, have you been skipping cutscenes?
No, I have not.
Even
Okay,
when we
good.
died to
I'm just
Twilight
saying, like, when I
watch that.
revisited the game, getting 2.5 for the first time, like, I know everything that happens in the tutorial. I played Kingdom Hearts 2 enough.
Well, I was gonna say good, because otherwise, if you had said that you were skipping cutscenes, I would have been like, how dare you? Everyone
you made
needs
us
to
sit through all of
understand.
358, yet you're skipping cutscenes and 2, I call shenanigans.
Hey, Roxas, I have a question. Yeah. Why are you wearing those ring fingers? Because I like them.
That is such a early 2000s thing.
Listen, I like Hot Topic. It's only one Hot Topic in the entirety of Twilight Town.
Also,
Logic
Pence,
here is
your
very invalid.
Pence's deductive skills are garbage.
Yes. Yes, they
Roxas
are.
is facing a
detective!
Roxas is
So you're
facing
saying
a wall.
that I come here every afternoon just to throw a ball out here.
Have I seen the Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer? I haven't seen a Kingdom Hearts 2 one.
Oh my god, I saw it, dude. I talked about that.
Sephiroth, like, first boss.
Yeah, I told you about that before. Yeah, like he said, it replaced Shan Yu with Sephiroth. So you go to the Land of Dragons, you beat it, and you fight Sephiroth, and because of the opening cutscene with Shan Yu, Sephiroth kills you with his opening attack because you have no way to defend yourself until the cutscenes.
No, you see, I think the one I really want to see is just for if you're in like Olympus Coliseum and then where it's supposed to be like Cloud and Squall, it just becomes Sephiroth and Lingering Will. Like, what the fuck?
Oh god.
That is either.
Honestly, the best randomizer is Fire Emblem randomizer.
Yes. Great.
What's Fire Emblem randomizer like?
Okay, so.
Oh.
Step and go.
What you-
No, wait. Step and go.
So with Fire Emblem Randomizer, you can completely change all the base classes of all the player units and all the bosses. You can also change up the growth rates if you want, but that's kind of less relevant. And the first thing you get is some real sprite abominations because the palette sheets are not universal.
Yeah, so basically it still tries to apply the normal stuff to the character regardless of what unit they are. So you sometimes end up with like a knight that has the colors of a Calvier and he just looks like the most awful like
Usually,
MS
he
Paint
just wants
shit.
to die.
Usually if a Cavalier gets put into anything else, it looks horrifying because it's trying to take all the colors of the horse and reapply them. And it just looks like the most Missing No-esque garbage you've ever seen.
But the best part is that it's when if you replace story characters, they just stay the same personality. So you can basically have a Burion but with the long coup role, basically saying,
Yeah,
"Away,
you don't
woman!"
change the characters
Admittedly, the
roles.
randomizers I've seen are for stuff like Zelda, Pokemon, and Metroid are like the ones I've seen the most.
People like there's more speedrun-esque ones.
I recommend Gas Station for Fire Emblem randomizers.
Yeah, especially because he also because he's a
like
modern,
how long
he-
are the randomizers usually
here's
for
a
like
follow-up
Fire
question.
Emblem?
Fire Emblem can be a bit of a while because once you start getting into the late game, the setups can often be annoying.
Okay,
so they
because
have
I
to
mean,
take-
Yeah.
admittedly, I would like to do a
I have a
randomizer
question
at some
then.
point. I just want it to be on something maybe a little shorter, just to test the waters with
Um,
it.
Fire
Anyway,
Emblem 8
time
might
to
not be
radio
bad.
dog.
Fire Emblem 8
Fire
might not be
Emblem
bad.
randomizer run that you recommend watching?
What?
No, is there a good Fire Emblem randomizer run that you recommend watching, Lyndon?
Again, anything gas station's pretty good.
Yes,
Gas
I have
guys don't make it
dominated
go.
the trash bag. Assert my dominance and then Tifos.
Shadow of Chaos did a
Yes.
one-off for Fates, but that one's pretty fun too.
Oh yeah, Gas did a Fates one. It's hilarious because Elise swapped out for Xander. So you just have Elise as a ninja taking all of Xander's roles.
Nice.
Really
Odin as
funny.
Camilla.
Oh yeah, Odin replaced Camilla.
By the way, honestly, this is like the only actual wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like really interesting.
Well, no, also of like the wallet.
And also, Pence, that doesn't explain shit. How did the dog get in the bag? Why the fuck was
was the
there a
dog-
giant fucking trash bag on top of the hill?
Why is that dog so strong?
Suffocate.
Yeah, Pence, no, there's like 7 other questions I have now.
Hey, I'm a 15-year-old kid.
Okay, now
But
I
no,
can
like-
go into the tunnel, right?
You can get some
Laugh
really
track.
funny situations with Fire Emblem randomizer. Because like I remember, sometimes they're actually impossible depending on the ones you get. Like
Yeah.
I remember I was playing FE7 and I got Lynn as a bishop, and her
Huh.
sprite actually turned out pretty well, but her accuracy was so bad that she couldn't actually kill some of the the bandits in time, so she just lost most of the matchups. No, her defense was so bad that she couldn't take a hit.
Nice.
Here's Vivi strikes again.
Ripple the VV.
They really liked pushing Vivi in this.
Well, it's like, hey, look, we
Well,
got something
it-
besides
it-
7 and 8. Look at it, look at it.
Play Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay, everyone shut up for a second.
Shut up.
Well, I think the reason... Shut up! I think the reason is because out of the characters from Final Fantasy IX, arguably Vivi is the one that people like the most.
VV's supposed to
So that's
boy
probably-
up. Hey.
The thing
He's
is,
the only one to make it in Kingdom.
they make Vivi is such a likable character, but they make him look like he's some sort of like mysterious heartless or something.
Yeah, they like the problem is, of course, they completely misrepresent the whole point of his fucking character in Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah, anyone who got sent to Twilight Town just kind of lost their character. With some slight similarities for Raijin and Fujin.
Mr. Wee Dude, I have a question.
I'm
What
just a
is it,
cameo.
No, I'm Summer, right? How come I get low video quality? This is how you treat your, this is how you treat your subscribers.
You know how you can fix that?
Well-
Get viewers into here and then make me into a partner. Think about it.
Subscribed.
Bitch, you
Jason,
get-
I could explain why you have lower video quality, but then I really would get kicked off of Twitch.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, my quality dropped a bit, but it got better.
Wonderful.
Who's subscribed?
Say no more.
Bitch, you can't. You're stuck with me for a month.
But this next one's gonna be really good. Wonder
I
number
can only do a
6.
month, honestly.
VVs.
There you go, Patrick. You have my $5.
Mhm. Well, I get half of that because of Twitch.
Mystery.
Don't worry, Alex. I knew what you
Wonder
meant.
number 6.
I know you knew what I meant, but I still was gonna put it.
Find out where the train runs.
You can see it from Sunset Hill.
Everyone knows about Wonder number 6, but man, Penn, stop being a fucking bitch.
Just wants to
You
feel
That-
smart.
That-
that's
your
just me.
weird-ass
I-
college straight
you think you're a lot
jacket.
more hip than you are.
Like literally, this is what we have here. We have Hayner, who's a little punk. We have Pence, who's just an asshole, and then we have Olette, who's just there.
She's filling in the Kyrie role harder than Kyrie in this game.
Yeah. And it's sad that she probably does more than Kyrie.
Kyrie does more in this game because Olette does actually
We'll
nothing.
be here any minute.
Olette doesn't
Man,
even
who
actually.
can imagine what Kyrie's gonna do in Kingdom Hearts 3?
It's gonna be more than nothing, which is already an improvement.
Hashtag let Kyrie do something.
No return.
Hashtag let Kyrie be playable.
Yes.
That ain't gonna happen, but at least let her be a partner character like Riku.
Yeah.
A creepy pasta reader.
We've got to make it to the beach next year.
Yeah, mass-produced VVs. I wonder where I've heard that
Yeah,
before. Oh wait, that's a plot
Is
point
the
in Final
beach-
Fantasy
Is
IX.
the beach just literally the only vacation spot in Twilight Town?
Man, have you seen this town? This town's boring as shit. I wouldn't want to be here either.
The sun never sets. Everyone just must be bored.
Okay,
Yeah.
look at Pence in this scene. It just looks like he's plotting a murder.
Yeah.
Just look at his face.
You always tick me
His
off.
hair is blowing in the breeze because he's
Look at
plotting.
him.
Maybe it's destiny.
Oh, that looks sad.
So
Destiny.
he's trying to be a bully,
In
but
that case, let's be
eh.
friends.
Yeah, again, this is just like, you know, completely different than the way he is in Final Fantasy VIII.
Cooperating with destiny.
Also, does he have a scar or is that just a hair in front of his face? Like, I know it's a
Yes.
scar in FF8, but
Yes, definitely. Yes.
so you're wondering how I got this scar?
No.
I just
Tomorrow.
played with knives a lot.
Let me
I
tell you how I
heard
got this
that.
scar. There was this guy that I knew that we were having a big pissy match with because he had the same weapon I did, so I challenged him to a duel.
it's like,
Yeah, you guys
hey,
want to build a raft?
okay, so one of us is gonna have to go home and change. No, I'm just gonna beat your ass.
And there's really
So
no
once
one
again,
aboard.
Diz becomes a douchebag.
What's the catch?
Yeah, because he taunts him. He's like, hey, I'll show him.
Then it's
At this
real?
rate, you're just being racist
Let's
at
go
this
to the
point.
station.
It's like, well, it's like
Racist.
this. It's like this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Diz is
racist to
racist to nobodies. We've already talked about this.
I guess.
It's
I was
just
thinking of
extreme
that.
here.
I was thinking a lot more real racist.
Let's go in. What? You
Also, I love
Why-
the scene. Sorry.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why does Yen Sid have a train to his house?
Will be arriving shortly.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I love the scene after this where Riku's like, why'd you let him see the train? And Diz is like, because he didn't get to go to the beach. Like, man, fuck you. You don't give a shit.
We can just have a counter of just Diz being an
And then
asshole.
because we only have so many NPCs, we just have them come
Let's go.
off the train.
Right?
we have shop
We
owner,
could have
we
used
have
any of the ones from the struggle
Dude, and we
tournament
have
or the
fountain
shopkeepers or
cameras.
anything like that.
That's what they were. One of those was a shopkeeper.
Literally, both of those were the shopkeepers.
Oh.
That woman was a shopkeep too.
Can't be racist to something that
The
doesn't
rumors were
exist.
bogus. The end.
We can still make it if we
There
write
you
about
go.
it.
Nobodies don't exist. I can't be racist to them.
What was that quote from Drakengard 3?
Seventh wonder.
The character is just mass murdering a whole bunch of elves. It's like, this is manslaughter.
Can
And she's
I-
like, it can't
can
be
I-
manslaughter because they're not human.
Can I please get a thing of Diz doing the like finger to his head thing of can't be racism again?
Also, again, just Hayner gets so pissed off for no fucking reason.
God,
he's
he's
like,
worse than
I
Riku.
don't care about Wonder Number 7.
Like, God, he's worse than Riku in Kingdom Hearts 1. My goodness.
Riku just kind of is full of himself, but Hayner actually just throws fits for no reason.
Spoiled image.
The skateboard is the greatest thing in Kingdom Hearts 2, and nobody can tell me otherwise.
The skateboard is not the greatest thing.
I have spent so much.
Otherwise.
I have spent so much time on that damn thing in like a Halloween Town and Hollow Bastion. Also here, I guess, but Hollow Bastion has better music.
Also, again, as we said, Twilight Town's boring.
Yes.
Well, I like Twilight Town quite a bit. It's just more that Roxas's tutorial is boring.
This looks great.
Yeah, the new Tony Hawk looks chill as fuck.
Hey, it looks
Well,
better
again,
than the
again,
new.
like,
It's
there
already
was a
better than
Twilight
the newest
Town,
one because it actually functions.
Twilight
You know
Town is just
something?
an actual
We need to check
town.
the mansion out
Well,
tomorrow.
Travelers Town it's a place
It
that
is
you
the
that,
most
that,
suspicious
was
place.
designed to be explored.
Right.
Pants, you creepy ass.
Even Cypher's gang
Oh,
is gonna help.
will Kingdom Hearts 3 make
Cypher?
Twilight Town
Yeah,
explorable?
ask him to.
I mean,
Well,
so
will we
far
explore
all of
like
it's
this-
looked pretty much the same as
So,
2.
The only question is what will change if we go into the computer world to fetch
They
out
say there's a
Roxas.
girl who
Yeah.
appears at the second floor
Because that seems to be a
window,
plot point.
even though no one's lived here for years.
Yeah, that's like the biggest secret so far. Like, what are they gonna do with Roxas? Are they just gonna...
And what the hell is going to happen when Roxas and Ventus and
Yep, they're gonna be in the same scene with each other at some point. You know it's gonna happen.
No, like I said, I just know that with Roxas, it's gonna be some bullcrap, like she just said. It's like we gotta go into the computerscape to take out his heart that's in the data world.
Meanwhile,
And it's
we
like that's
fucking
not
kill
how
them
that
in this
fucking
game.
works in the slightest.
Like, Diz must have left a backup. It's like, that's not how people work. Even non-people like this.
Listen, no, yeah, you're right. That is how people work. As we established, Kingdom Hearts characters aren't.
Yeah, because then they tried to say that, oh no, Diz actually liked Roxas and he left a backup so that way Roxas could eventually be a real person.
Because
And
he
you're
felt
like,
bad. He felt really bad, but he didn't want to admit it to himself.
yeah, and you're like, no.
I hated that boy.
Also, by the
The
way,
only-
Nominator,
the
your
only
drawing
thing
skills
I will
between
maybe
358
give-
and now have significantly gone
Don't you wanna know
down.
the truth?
The only thing I can maybe give is, oh, Sora got himself killed. Let's just retry Roxas.
So okay, here's another thing that we can talk about because we have 358 on the mind because of that. So obviously the memories of Xion are gone, but Nominee totally drew a fucking picture of her.
Yeah.
That's not gonna magically disappear just because her memories are gone.
Sora
Well, if
died
Shion's
and
Misty
Goofy
posters are just blank
were from
papers.
the dream.
Good to know.
About a year ago.
I love
Have you
Goofy's
seen
eyes.
this girl? It's just
No,
a blank
I love
picture.
Goofy's eyes in this
but I had to
picture.
take apart the memories to
I
change
can
my
barely even
personality.
tell what this. Like, Donald's more.
Donald just
Donald looks like he's just an amalgamation of shapes.
The problem is that you have Donald's mouth,
Taking me a long time.
Sora's shoe, and Goofy's pants are all yellow right next to each other, so they just blend into one shape that I can't
Yeah,
determine.
so then you see that they're all conjoined with each other.
Guys, you're making fun of her DeviantArt page. Stop
Yes.
it.
Hey, for Nominee's credit, I don't know how to draw Goofy and Donald very well either.
Hey, she put this on the internet, which means we have a right to destroy it.
Guys, she's very sensitive about her art. Stop it.
He needs you, Roxas.
Oh,
Nominee.
another idea that they might do for Kingdom Hearts 3, but probably not. Just have a Yu-Gi-Oh situation in which they can just switch body and mind.
Who are you?
Oh yeah, you can choose your
Does he
player
have
character.
to
Roxas
shout
or
Roxas when he transforms?
A witch?
I mean, he yells the party member when he summons them in too.
That's what Diz.
Sora does have like a keychain necklace, so they have a place for them to go.
I don't know why.
And just so you know, I need a full transformation
Just
sequence.
do.
Mhm.
I needed to start playing the
You need, like, a
music too,
full
like him just be like,
summon, kind of.
yeah, him just be like, Roxas.
When Sora summons Roxas, it plays Roxas's theme, and when Roxas summons Sora, it plays Sora's theme. So it's hypes when Sora comes out, and it's depressing when Roxas comes out.
Suddenly, I feel like
That's so true,
I'm
though.
not myself at all.
Because everything with Roxas is depressing.
Yep, everything
I
with
would
Roxas has to suck.
My life.
That you like them so much. and
It's
then-
like it's like you just hear very faintly in the background outside the window Lincoln Park, like crawling in my skin.
Here's my home.
Crawling.
The room is so
Roxas
white.
is so Super Saiyan 2.
I'm sorry.
Just powers up and transforms into him.
I mean, his hair's already pretty close.
Yeah.
If he dyed it black, he'd be base form Gohan.
Roxas.
Oh my God, Roxas is a Super Saiyan. No wonder why he can use 2 Keyblades.
Watch the window closely.
Hey, I have a question,
Oh,
Mr.
wait.
Weedu at 83.
You have a lot of
It's just
questions, it
curtains
seems.
Dude. We don't take questions here. You get the fuck out of this call.
Hey, now that Sora
Yeah.
has access to the Drive Form, do you
Well,
think Roxas
let's head
can
back to
also
the usual
go
spot.
Super Saiyan
Later
Drive?
in a letter
He doesn't
waiting.
have new clothes.
Yeah, don't you remember the drive forms are with the clothes, bro?
The girl in the window turned
That's
out-
why
Probably
Sora
gonna
can
be the
transform.
BS explanation why they aren't in 3 either.
The report's already done.
It's like, oh,
Because
about the
Sora,
transforming
because Sora turned to
Keyblade.
the dark side and got all his powers zapped.
Yeah. Xehanort's just like, I'm gonna take all this EXP, okay? Bye.
2 more days together.
Huh?
And Sora's like, ah, that's no problem. And all of us are like, yeah, that's a problem.
Oh. Right.
And before Olette's actually the final
Jeez,
boss.
those eyes are so striking. Both her and Axel.
Yeah, there's something about it. I don't feel like it was that way in the PS2 game. I think it was just probably something in the HD process.
Summer vacation.
Those
remember?
greens are just so bright.
Look, like I said, what we're missing here is that Olette is the secret 14th member of the True Organization 13. And she's gonna be the final boss.
Guys, you understand? Olette is what Shion turned
Don't
into.
say that.
Oh shit.
Give me an
But
old
she also existed at the same
Gotta
time
hear slow from all that ice
Shion
cream
did.
first.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, time travel, so you know.
Yeah, time travel. Olette existed because Shion had already faded away.
Diz can't be racist. It's something
Diz, that's our 5th table this week.
Because he missed.
We don't. Okay, we don't even want to put Union Cross into this because that's apparently canon.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
God, yeah.
What about you?
That only like
But-
The holes in your
Yeah,
There,
we're
there
gonna
are two
fix this
characters
table
in
and-
Union Cross that isn't supposed to exist but exist in there,
Yes.
so
The
bada bing,
haze is
bada boom.
clearing.
We ever gonna fix this table sometime?
Same thing is happening.
Are you talking about that person that everyone said was gonna be Marluxia somebody?
Very
I
soon.
like the
And
broken
you-
table.
and Mr. You're not supposed to be here because you weren't born yet.
Yeah.
Listen,
I've waited,
you're coming
and
to
now I
your
want to
house
know.
to make you fix all
What is
your
it
furniture?
that you
No,
want?
I like the broken table. It
The
has
The broken table
it
fits
adds-
with my aesthetic.
It
Belts
adds
on your head.
character to the room.
No, wait, no, I got it better. No, the broken table represents how I feel on the
You must
inside.
dispose of Naminé. They did a splendid
But
job.
isn't this-
Belts
hold on.
on your head.
So, you feel wooden? Yes.
Roxas
But
is
Diz,
the
we're
only
inside
one who's never meant to
Roxas's
exist.
Twilight Town. Doesn't that represent him?
Well, this
It's an aesthetic!
this could be the real
Listen
world.
here,
You don't know
boy.
that.
Listen, you clearly don't understand. Allow me to tell you in simple words. I don't know what I'm fighting for, or why I had to scream.
Oh yeah, so I missed it because I wasn't paying attention, but that's totally what you should do if you feel like it. Like edit in like when he does that hater pets all that. It's just what am I fighting for?
All that is revealed in darkness.
That's our fucking raid. Like, just like, if we get raided, just that one.
You
Whatever.
see, darkness.
What
is
am
the
I
heart
fighting
of
for?
essence.
I like how that their bug fight was important
Oh,
enough to
well.
show in
The heart
I'm just
flashback.
Billy saying.
And sometimes it may even give in.
Whoa! Okay,
But I've
the
got-
Anthem
I think-
had no pupils
Deep
there
down,
for a
there's
second. That
light
was weird.
Never goes out.
Kingdom Hearts.
No, he didn't in that fight.
Fill me with the power of
He absolutely didn't have pupils in that fight.
You're wrong. I know now. Without
Kingdom Hearts!
Even though that's not Kingdom Hearts.
Apparently.
What is Kingdom Hearts? Shut up.
It's the moon.
Without doubt.
Yeah, shut
Kingdom
up.
Hearts is lights.
No, it's not.
Kingdom Hearts is 3 things.
Take care of her.
And none of them are real.
And before Kingdom Hearts was inside of us all along.
Reminded that Aqua is once again still stuck in darkness
Aqua,
because Mickey
rip.
is.
Just Photoshop walked
Oh,
away to the
so
corner
okay.
there.
No.
I had talked about this before, but Sophie and I can talk about this too. So remember how when 2.8 came out with the, or not 2.8, the fucking 0.2, whatever.
2.8.
Yeah, 2.8. Yeah, where it had the, you know, prologue thing, and they had to explain why Mickey didn't have his shirt at the end, so they had him just lose it randomly during the final fight.
God dang it, Kingdom
Guys,
Hearts!
we
Don't
need
give
to
us.
Oh my god. Okay,
I
can
feel
we
like
talk?
you always
No.
told me this
Can we
time
talk
to
about how
God, so I'm gonna
confusing
have
this
to
has got?
crack you
Hold on,
back.
Jason.
Okay, guys.
Jason, can we talk about the fact of how confusing it is for Roxas for a bit to go from the end of Kingdom Hearts 1 to the CG scene to GBA footage of Chain of Memories? It's like, what
Yeah,
is
right?
going on?
Alex, I feel like.
But-
you
but-
always
but
told me
yes,
that
yes.
information.
Jason, I had told you that. Because that was when I was going on my big rant about the Kingdom Hearts series in general, and I was like, and then 2.8 comes along and they have to explain why Mickey doesn't have a shirt, so they have to lose the
Yeah.
shirt.
It's so weird in these that they don't just use footage from 1.5 in these, but still use the PS2/Game Boy Advance footage. Super weird.
Do you think
said-
it's really? Do you think it's? Do you think it's because the video files too encoded to the original game that they can't mess with it?
It's not like these are that big of files, though.
Are you trying to tell me that the GBA was not the pinnacle of video quality? I watched Pokemon episodes on
Yeah,
it.
I
Thank
watched
you very
Sonic X
much.
on that thing.
So did I. I also watched Pokemon.
Oh
You
yeah,
said
that's
it,
right.
you're still so
I
cool.
totally forgot to comment on Pluto. Just doesn't have a walk animation going up that hill in 2. I forgot about that.
Oh right, yeah, he doesn't. He just kind of like float.
Just kind of floats right over there.
Remember this from 358?
Yep. Good times last week.
It's actually kind of better here because it's more streamlined.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when they
Oh,
showed?
hold on. Wait, our favorite line is about to come up.
Why? Why do you have the Keyblade? Shut up.
And there we go.
Okay, but yeah, remember when?
Can't wait for a stream.
Remember when this first happened and it was like nobody had any idea what the fuck any of this was?
Yeah.
Why is Riku even more emo than usual?
Whoa.
Put a blindfold on.
So I
And
have
again-
a question. Hey, Roxas, I have a question for you. Yeah. Why did you throw him the Keyblade?
And also,
Look,
again,
did I
it's
do it
like
again?
it's like Stefan brought up during the movie. Like that exchange makes no fucking sense. Why is Riku suddenly now? Why do you have the Keyblade, bitch?
Okay. Alright. What did you bring up during the movie? Because I missed it.
A lot. It was a 2.5 movie, man.
Yeah.
Well, Jason,
Yeah,
if you
movie.
wait until Patrick puts it up on YouTube, you can watch it.
Yeah, I'm planning on putting it up on YouTube tomorrow at so.
But no, that specific thing I was talking about was we just brought up the fact that, you know, when they're having that conversation, it makes no sense because Riku was fully aware of the fact that Roxas was Sora's nobody, and it would make
photo. What is Penta's arm supposed to be around if Roxas doesn't exist right now? It's just his arm.
This is my
don't
imaginary
worry about
He was just doing a
Billy.
It looked more like he was just doing a fist bump.
Look, Pence was dropping the hottest album of 2005.
He's already wearing a jersey that no one knows goes to. Like, what is that, a
Friend
sports team?
Billy.
I think this encounter can be like
So-
surprisingly difficult if you don't anticipate the assassin nobody.
By the way, here's a question. Twilight Town is on Earth, right?
If you refuse to come back,
It's its own world.
It's
Yeah, Jason,
difficult to
it's its
ascertain.
own world.
best friends.
New York World or California World.
but I'm not getting.
There is no Earth, Jason.
So wait, hang on.
You
The
remember
entire
now?
Twilight Town is just a little world.
Yep.
But,
Yeah.
You know, gotta make sure and all. So.
Alright.
Well, don't you remember? Because the worlds used to all be one,
Shut the fuck
and then
up.
they got splintered off.
What's our boss's name? Mansex, Ansem, Xehanort, close enough.
Billy Zane.
Yeah, right.
Billy Zane, okay, now you're
Billy
just wrong.
Zane, and close enough.
That one guy from Soul Calibur.
Okay, Soul Calibur announcer. Alright, fine.
But
Also-
I don't know.
Again, there's this whole thing where it's like,
Watch out for the raw level 3.
you know, I feel like Axel should have seen this coming, regardless of whether, you know, Roxas had his memories or not. He made it pretty clear at the end of 358 that he wanted nothing to do with Mansex.
Yeah. Zawalno!
You need to edit in this freaking voice clip at this
Listen,
point.
Axel is the kind of guy that will shit where once you tell him when you tell him that you don't want to be gay anymore, it takes you 3 attempts before you finally realize, oh, we're not a couple.
Don't worry.
We're not a couple.
Sorry, Axel. Also, it's just hater pants, all that.
That only works once. Everybody gets one, kid, and use up your one.
Just have an intense staring contest.
It's like, how does it feel?
You could go up to the usual
Roxas
spot.
that I know is-
Yeah, I do that all the time so I can save.
Fine.
Oh yeah, no, he totally doesn't block you from going back there. And then it's like you just walked behind him, and he has this monologue, and then he just leaves.
Just insert Roxas's model behind the fence, because it might as well be like that. Axel's like, he got away, he's not the same person, and Roxas just standing there, just like...
Poke.
Thanks, Ace. Pay attention to Pluto.
Yep.
Oh, my cat apparently wants to make a guest appearance.
Gypsy!
Mine is asleep in the other room, it looks like.
What do you want?
Do they
Well,
really
you want to give Patrick a subscription so he can play Danganronpa 2.
Listen, you! Stop farming for
So, they couldn't think of a better name for their sport than Struggle.
Listen, Steph, you
Because I mean, the
you
battle...
don't understand. They were really struggling to come up with a name here.
Fair play. However, when you get the battle cry of "Let's struggle," it kind of gives a little too many options of interpretation.
Twilight
Fair
Town's
play.
too innocent for its own good.
Look, I'm just saying that if you came at me in the middle of broad daylight wielding a bat and said "Let's struggle," I don't know what my response would be to that.
Doesn't seem like there's a police force or anything like that in Twilight Town, so...
What are you talking about? You have the disciplinary committee.
God, he's so right.
who encouraged their best struggle. I think I see a problem here.
Is BV the good cop to the bad, worse, and even worse cops?
Yeah, is it called that in the Japanese version? Disciplinary
That's a good
community.
The disciplinary community?
The community.
We have a community of disciplinarians.
So, Tumblr.
Yes.
BV's voice actress is the voice of Courtney Gears from Ratchet and Clank.
Wait, what?
Courtney Gears
What?
is Vivi.
Nice.
Huh.
Also a couple of no-name characters, but yeah, there you go. I was looking at the list, I was like, is there anything relevant to Patrick here?
Well, no, Courtney Gears, like, definitely, like, what the what?
Well,
Playboy cat picture, the cute looking at the cat.
some rude voiced Bubsy at one point.
Oh god.
What am I, Steph, a boy or girl?
Boy.
At the bed, boy, one picture of the good boy.
might be more difficult. The sun is going down, as you can see, he is a pure black cat, so he probably just blends into the shadows.
So he can turn invisible.
Yes. I've almost stepped on it. I have almost stepped on him so many goddamn times because he'll lay on like one of our darker rugs and just blend in.
No, Stefan, you should just take a picture of the wall and just say, "Here it is."
just put your sweater next to the wall. Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. It's a black thing.
I need a cat because there are cats all over my neighborhood.
Yeah, I see a couple wandering around all the time.
Yeah, but they always keep sleeping at my dad's canoe in the back.
We have a couple that just like wander into our yard, but don't really do much as far as we can see.
My girlfriend has some neighborhood cats.
I had a cat a few years ago that I guess its owners lost it or something, but just perpetually kept staying by my window, like. Basically just on its back all day, right by our window, just like, take me.
Oh, I like to imagine Pat, like, laying in bed, like, he wakes up in the middle of the night for some reason at like 3 o'clock in the morning, he just rolls over, looks at the window, there's a pair of eyes, just
like
staring
yellow eyes.
I can do you one better. An old neighbor's cat, this was like before I was born, would just sneak into our house and just sleep with my brother. Would just go into the crib, just curl up and just sleep with my brother, and it's just like
cat just goes and stares.
Yeah.
That cat just goes and stares.
And what's even worse is that like the owners when they wanted to move away, they were like half tempted to leave the cat with us, and my parents were like, "No, we have 2 dogs. This cat's going with you."
The cat just goes, stares into your soul, and says, "Hey Patrick, go to sleep."
Or just, "Don't mind me, go to sleep."
Go to sleep, babe.
Yeah, also, where was that Keyblade during that final battle in 358?
Yeah.
I haven't perfected it.
I'm still making it.
Actually, that wasn't the Keyblade, that was the Soul Eater.
Listen, he had to go to Michael's.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He went on his quest to get Soul Eater.
Listen,
we talked about that.
Listen. Yeah, he went to Michael's to make it.
He named the Keyblade after a famous anime.
He would. It's better than the Road to Dawn or whatever the hell.
I'll say Rika would be
there you
that
go,
kind of
Ace.
like Soul Eater.
Giant lock, giant key.
I wonder.
3 hours later, I've got it.
I love one post I saw years ago. It's just like, I hate this game, and it just shows like Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1. There's a giant lock here. It just zoom in on the keyblade, zoom in on the lock, and it's just nothing.
There's a giant lock here. I can't get through. Bitch, what are you even doing?
Now the elephant.
Or do you know how many adventure heroines will love a weapon that can unlock anything? That would just go and destroy all the hassle of trying to find these chests with keys, and you can just unlock it. Ah.
Yeah, right. Screw the
Sora,
fucking
you, the master of unlocking.
Yeah, right. It's hilarious. So, like, okay, Sora's got the Keyblade for what, like, a year or whatever.
A year and a half at this point, maybe 2.
Do we count his time in the chamber?
Okay, so he, let's just say, okay, he had the Keyblade for the entirety of Kingdom Hearts 1, right?
Yeah.
Alright? Roxas doesn't have any memories, okay? He gets that memory of Sora unlocking a door once and just unlocks a fucking lock just straight up, just not even trying. What the fuck is Sora even doing?
Listen, I have a better question. So who would win? A fairy experience and curses to turn into a dragon, or just to deal with the giant key?
Yes.
I mean, that key's pretty powerful. I mean, have you seen that? You can, like, cut through cards in a body. Fucking OP.
Yeah, it's times like these that I realize why Sora isn't a Keyblade master.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though at this point he has every right to be one.
Don't.
What even Yen said was like, yeah, you've done some pretty cool stuff, but your inexperience is
The
all
answer,
hell.
chef.
Listen, I saved the universe twice. Not just twice.
Listen, Jason, I don't feel like going on another rant about that.
So it's like, I saved the world twice. You kind of bumbled your way through it. Ignore
This is
all
what the
those
tutorial-
reaction commands.
This is what this tutorial made us. Go into rants.
Because if I was Sora in that situation, I would be like, man, fuck you, Jensen. I don't even care what your opinion is.
Okay, yeah, is this picture supposed to be him leaving the world that never was?
I think so.
It doesn't look like it.
Stop making fun of our DeviantArt page.
It's not even
Okay.
that.
No, it's just that those are not, like, it just doesn't look
Where
like the
is
city
this?
at all.
That looks like no building or doorway we've ever seen.
Listen, it's a
Crayon with black crayons, okay?
Listen, it's a fanfic.
Not even the color, it's the shape.
Listen, it's a fanfic common in the currently development. Stop.
Also, this scene works a lot better in this game than it did in Birth by
Yeah.
in 358. Like in the actual game, it has the benefit of that you had to fight your way through the castle before this came and happened. But just going right from I'm gonna leave to you're sure you're about it, and it's like, yeah, we talked like a minute ago, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Not nominate. Bad or good? I don't know. Based on chain of memories, bad, very bad.
Also, you know, he says, why did the Keyblade choose me? I have to know. Bitch, I'm pretty sure you got told like 6 times over during 358 why you got the Keyblade.
His memories got erased until they weren't.
Yeah, but that was at the end of 358 when he had his memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tell me that. Nothing else really matters.
Nominate has inherited the cryptic disease.
You are.
Nominate.
She was
Oh,
talking
damn
to
it, I
Axel
faked
too
too.
much.
All Roxas wants is somebody to tell him what the fuck's going on, and everyone
Yeah.
wants to give him this like 6 riddles.
Even if it
Everyone's like, we're in a JRPG, we can't talk straight.
to know.
Why do I have the
talk?
Keyblade? Is the Keyblade even real?
Am I real?
I don't feel so good.
It's better.
Oh, Diz, I don't feel so good.
Diz, we're out of time. Too many nobodies.
Too many nobodies.
That's your problem. Too many nobodies.
People like us are only half a person.
That's
Too
too.
many
You won't
guys.
disappear.
Also, how many nobodies are too many nobodies for you, Riku?
Disappear?
One.
One.
The moment someone shows up in a cloak,
No,
then there
you
might be
won't disappear.
difficulties.
You'll-
Yeah, so what? Axel is the one you're worried about, Riku? You're...
Axel could
You
probably
get-
put up a decent fight with that Riku.
We will meet again.
I'm still recovering from all the bird marks.
I still feel like Riku would win.
I mean, he probably wouldn't in the end, but Axel would put up a
But we will
fight.
meet again.
Well, I mean, he did
Yes,
take
that's
out.
fair.
He did take out like 3 organization members, so.
When he was in his
I'm just
prime,
saying,
not
you
being
know,
held back
Riku's-
by Ansem, maybe?
Riku's already taken down 3 organization members, so...
Wait, what? 3?
Well,
He took down...
Time
Well,
to disappear.
he
He took
Well,
down
yeah.
Zexion, Lexaeus, and Vexen. Like, he didn't kill them,
He didn't-
but he...
Well, Vexen was mostly testing him so he could make his replica bullshit.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yes, on this picture, they never
Oh, that's
actually
going on
got
right
to the
there.
I
lab.
didn't even know that picture was there. I never looked at that.
Okay, chain
So
of
I guess
memories.
while we were doing this, the final episode of Adventure Time was airing.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
time to binge watch later, I guess. I say as if I actually
Did-
have that kind of free time.
Didn't they actually add a couple of pictures for Final Mix?
I feel like I haven't seen some of these before. Then again, I just might not have looked at the ground.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they added a couple of pictures for Final Mix.
I mean, you interpreted
I
that
actually want to know
very
who
poorly.
actually drew these.
Yeah.
Like the real artist.
Yeah, like the actual person who had to make these.
By the way, I really enjoy the command list, style
Change
for
the
this one, but you never.
chain of memories for this one room.
I'm surprised you honestly don't get that for any of like the data, for any of like the Abundant Shadows or stuff like that.
Yeah. And silhouettes.
Yeah, Absent Silhouettes, yeah.
Yeah, which, by the way, so,
By
what,
the way, I love how there's like
what
all,
Final Mix content are you gonna go after, Pat?
all of it.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Everything?
Everything.
Everything.
Maybe not necessarily for the retrospective, but we are going to do it within time. For sure. By the way, I find it really weird for these that it shows all, like, Kingdom Hearts kind of worlds and stuff like that, and then there's just randomly Neverland here. For some reason.
Dan,
Look,
Neverland.
Listen, you don't understand. Peter Pan paid a lot of money for that spot.
Even there's also like on the ground back there is the moment where Riku shows Kairi without her heart on the pirate ship.
Yeah.
Like Neverland had some relevant stuff, just not Neverland itself.
So Peter Pan put a sword into Captain Hook's back.
He kind of just leaves.
I mean, Peter Pan's just a fucking dick in general.
No!
Kingdom Hearts, too many.
Why did you die?
No. Oh, I'm being Peter
No,
Pan.
he was he was just. No!
Okay.
No!
Oh yeah, Peter's freaking scream.
You're gonna hear it a lot once I get to the cups.
Oh, cups.
Yeah, because unfortunately he's a good summon.
I prefer using Stitch personally, but they both can do the job.
I mean, Stitch and Peter Pan are the only summons worth a damn.
Well, at least for the cups. For the data matches and stuff like that, I actually like using Genie quite a bit. For those,
I mean, that's fine if that's how you feel, Patrick, but I'm just saying objectively you're wrong.
Well, I mean, you can't use really drive forms at all because you are guaranteed anti-Sora at that point.
Little.
Well, Chicken Little is objectively the worst summon.
Chicken Little is only useful when you're not using his limit, just so he can keep attracting enemies to you, so you can keep mashing. But other than that, you might as well use everyone else because they actually have offensive ability.
But, like Chicken Little, like I was actually I was actually surprised how useful Chicken Little was when I actually decided to like toy around with him. But Chicken Little can actually juggle a lot of enemies in this game.
Am I going after Ultima Weapon in this game? Yes, because I have to do Mushroom 13 anyway, so it's not as out of the way as Kingdom Hearts 1.
Also,
yeah, just remember that you've got oh god, what are they called? There's a series of items that you can only get from nobodies.
Yeah.
There's ones based off of the 6 members who were, or was it 6? Yeah, I think the 6 members, 5 or 6 members who were killed before.
Too much World of Warcraft.
And by the way, this shot is completely taken from 358. This entire part.
Yeah, so you've got, again, with the whole, cinematic thing, they've got
this is the original version. See the, people with their hoods still up. This was in the
Yeah, it's like, so... Yeah, so it's like, the whole thing of, obviously, they've got the people with the hoods on that we haven't met yet, because this is, Kingdom Hearts 2, but it's still just, again, think of it in a logical standpoint. Why did those people decide to come in with their hoods down, but then the other people had their hoods up? Like, what is the etiquette?
They're very self-conscious.
Yay! Thank you, Stefan.
Yep. More cat pick.
Just spawn shut up in the chat every time that happens.
It's gonna be the most commented thing throughout this entire LP is just shut up.
Anytime somebody asks a question about Kingdom Hearts lore, just answer, shut up.
Shut up.
I like how every time it gets posted, it adds as a clip in my stats technically.
Poor thing.
How many shut-ups until this Let's Play ends?
Oh,
now
God.
we gotta keep a counter.
Oh god.
How many have we had?
3, 4.
I'm gonna say, considering Pet wants to do a lot of the, Final Mix content, we're gonna be here a while.
Well, 2 is the one I'll actually do it for.
I'm not. Shut-ups this
I'll tell you straight up, I'm not going for a lot of the Final Mix content in Birth by Sleep. The only thing I'll do is the epilogue. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, Final Mix content in Birth by Sleep comes down to the epilogue and a couple extra boss fights.
And fuck those extra boss fights.
The extra boss fights for the Final Mix boss fights are fine. The base game boss fights.
Okay.
2, we all know what we're talking about.
Smash.
Yeah,
Oh
Roxas,
man, he was about to get the world record for the longest instant of World of Warcraft.
that
Still one
bio
of the best
rendering was
character
at
moments.
98%, Roxas, you fuck.
Definitely one of the best character moments for Roxas.
Yeah.
Also, just happened to open the door, thanks.
Listen, you don't understand. Roxas just really hates World of Warcraft.
He's a Dota guy.
It's a dead game that should have ended years ago.
He sees World of... No, even worse, he sees RuneScape.
Oh god.
League of Legends!
And I'm saying
Story.
right now, Diz is totally playing old school RuneScape.
Yeah.
Not that new shit.
RuneScape, Maple Story, something like that.
Did you know that they released a beta for it on Android and iOS?
Really?
Really.
You can play RuneScape on your phone now.
That's not surprising, it's just weird to
That
say.
actually reminds me of a commercial that I saw while I was over with my friend's house today. There was a commercial for showing off like the new point that you get for Sprint, and they were playing Fortnite on it.
Yeah.
And like Fortnite was like an actual like an actual.
Oh, hold on, Jason. Real quick, Axel's best moment in the entire series.
Oh, here we go.
I'm so
I'm so flattered!
I'm so flattered!
Oh, that line delivery is just great.
Yeah, definitely one of Flynn's best.
And, okay, can we talk about how what the fuck amazing it is when Roxas pulls out the 2 keyblades the first time you play this?
Yeah.
And it never happens again.
Not as cool as this.
Yeah,
Not even
this is
with
your
Sora gets hit.
reward for going through the tutorial. It's right here.
Like, here's what's more to come. Also, these Keyblade combinations are awesome. You're gonna use them later. Okay, bye.
Yeah, this is the bait and switch to get you to use these later on in the game.
This is an actually really fun boss fight.
This is super fun
Yeah.
fight.
And
That's how you do the data remap.
my only complaint when you're playing it as Roxas is that it goes by way too fast.
Yeah. Like, if he had one more health bar, I think it would
Well,
be
it's okay,
perfect.
Stefan. That's what the data rematch is for.
But that one's too long and you take way too much damage too fast.
What usually is? Thanks a lot.
Also, Ace, I agree with that. If you're Terra, then just rip. Don't even bother.
Yeah. Should probably do the reaction man.
Yeah, I thought about
This boss fight also gives you a
You know
pretty
why?
good idea
I'm
about
so okay, you wanna know why? I'm so used to the data rematch, is why.
It has the best reaction time in SAO.
Of course, that's why he has the 2 Keyblades. It all makes sense now.
Oh, sweet.
Except-
Actual what? Just like, well, time to take him back with me.
Time to take him back.
But yeah,
Who won? Oh, he died.
Well, hey, we get to watch the scene again. So.
Who died?
Although I will say this boss fight also serves as what I really hate about the boss side of this game. About how every character has like their one I'm invincible attack. You can't do anything except dodge and block.
Well, hey, I mean, to be fair, you're in this system, you combo them for so damn long.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Sophie, you're gonna be keeping a death count?
No, that's 2 technically now.
Well, it's the first one for this fight.
Yeah.
Remember me this time.
Ah,
Wait, when did you die?
corner I
Oh,
have to.
flattered!
He died because he wouldn't use the reaction command.
No, I meant the first time. When did you die
That
the
was
first
the
time?
Twilight Thorn, because it kind of caught me off guard.
You died to Twilight Thorn?
Well, admittedly, it's because I forgot to equip aerial recovery, is why.
Nice excuse, Pat.
I'm called. Hey,
I love
Pat,
you said that, and Axel just gave the shit-eating grin at that point. Just like, nice
Hey
excuse.
Pat, I've got a phone call here. His name is John.
Also, I've got another phone call. It's from you when you forgot to equip the new Keyblade for server.
There, you burned Axel. You happy?
My
Shut
just
up!
fire.
Pat, why'd you die?
Shut
Shut
up.
up!
7 shut-ups. Ah.
think the data rematch is the only one I use the what was it? Something Abyss or whatever the Atlantica Keyblade is. You can block a lot of those, can't you? Oh no, do you have guard or do you have like retaliating slash?
You have guard.
Okay. Wow, that does a lot of damage.
Look, Stefan, that requires something that we call reaction time.
Oh, nice finish!
Yeah.
For a second, I thought you said nice fetish. I was like, I mean...
oh, that triangle fight, that's a nice fetish.
Wait, you mean Rock's... or not Rock, Axel's fetish is getting hit with keyblades?
Getting anti-aired by a spinning keyblade?
Axel.
Disney Def.
Let's meet again, and then next.
And I hope you like all these times that they make it look like Axel dies.
Yeah. They ain't getting old anytime soon.
Silly.
Oh, who just showed up?
Just because
Lily.
you have a next life.
Hey, what's up, Lily?
Hi. And hey, Pat, quick question.
Yes.
Why is the first thing I hear being discussed when I open your stream about fetishes?
Look, I assure you that there's plenty of reason for it.
That's all Jason's fault.
No.
It was a combo attack by me and Jason. To be honest, I'll take the heat for it.
Anyway, this orb isn't gonna be important until like 20 hours later.
I feel like you should expect this by now if you've been watching Pat's streams
Hey, Pat's
long
only
enough.
been in here like 2 times, so...
Oh, well.
I'm just here now.
Listen, Lily, with a certain
Welcome to the club.
I'm gonna have to report everyone for being horny on me.
With a certain combination of special individuals, we go anywhere.
So Roxas just went
I
down
hope you like that treasure chest there.
See, Roxas just went into the under part of Disney World, like the part that
this is where they keep all
This is where they keep the costumes.
Yeah, that treasure chest.
Just look a little bit to the left and you can see Walt Disney's head.
But yeah, so you see that treasure chest here in the data version, right? And then it's like you go to the regular version 20 hours later, and then it has the Ultima recipe.
Yeah.
It's like K.
How many people you have to revise their memory if you need all this eggs?
Who are you talking?
And then this is where Walt Disney's head is.
This giant one.
On top of Disney's head, on top of Disney's body, all of you.
This is an asshole show.
Alright, so this cutscene has a weird. They do a weird effect in this cutscene that I still don't get why.
Oh, the zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah, I still don't get that.
But Jason, look how cinematic it looks.
No, but from chat, I'm just noticing now for Zach coming in, like, why is the first thing I hear about fetishes? Shut up!
Yeah, basically.
That's 8 shut-ups.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get way too far.
It's just supposed to signify that Rock is now losing energy after he's been going throughout this whole ordeal.
Wow, no, maybe he's swinging a giant fucking key.
Yeah, hey, Patrick, Solar swings a giant key.
He doesn't do it as aggressively.
Listen, have you ever swung a giant key before? You don't know how heavy or not that is.
My friend has a giant key.
But is it as heavy as it is?
Because nobody... Oh yeah, this. But yeah, nobody has...
Okay,
that's to signify how tired he is, Jason.
Of all this BS.
By the way, this is like... why do you have to load a separate cutscene?
Some of that hatred with
Because they have to load in Sora, I guess.
He's far too nice for his own good.
Sora.exe is at 98%.
My heart belongs to me.
It's time for you to die. Because you're too cool to live.
But not actually die, because this is Kingdom Hearts and
Yeah,
no OCs are allowed to die ever. Heck, even Ericus apparently is still alive somehow, I think, maybe? I don't know.
Oh god, is that really true?
It's like
but people
his soul is in Terra's heart or some shit like that. I don't know.
Oh god.
It's a one-off line from the epilogue of Birth by Sleep, so I don't remember.
Ladies and
Why does
gentlemen,
Roxas' theme have to be so sad?
Because he's sad.
Character was so sad.
ladies and gentlemen, 2 hours and 58 minutes into the stream, and we just got the title.
Yeah.
And the best character has died.
Yeah.
The death.
And we will forget him except when we interact with very specific characters.
Yeah.
Also,
Who are you talking about? Hey, we got a trophy!
And we're all crying.
also Mickey, you're not hiding very well.
Ooh, it is.
Like, even if they don't know who that is, they're like, that's not a normal person.
Look, we've already talked about with
That guy's
the
a Final
fact that
Fantasy character, right?
Donald and Goofy don't transform in Twilight Town, so that means that these kids are used to seeing a talking dog and duck walking around.
They cut
They
to
don't,
Black
they
Community
don't
Rocks and he's just
transform in
looking
OG
around.
Pirates either.
Like, hey Thor, wake up.
By the way, so I know
To be
I
fair,
know-
in Pirates, I think they've seen a lot of shit at that point.
so here's the
They
thing.
don't even have the right color scheme.
Hey, it's time for Donald to not heal me anymore.
So I have a question about the clothes that Mickey's wearing. I understand why he needs to wear it in Rubber Darkness, but why here? Just to look cool?
Because he's being secret.
They can't see me if I'm
He has
hiding.
he has Conmigo mode on.
Incognito. Yeah.
Donald, Goofy!
This was the moment that we realized that Sora was going to be a lot less mature than a year ago.
Yeah.
Point in
I mean,
his body.
Also, Jiminy Cricket was sleeping with Sora that entire time.
Don't think
And
too hard
now,
about it.
now we are presented with what we call anime Sora.
Yeah.
Has evolved.
Because, oh boy, did they lean heavily into anime with Kingdom Hearts 2 onward.
Well, yeah, again, it's because they were like, hey, so, Nomura, you can make the story complicated now. And he's like, oh boy, can I?
This is gonna be good.
This was also a good idea to just put Fake Nominee, even though you don't know who the fuck Nominee is!
Be sure to thank Nominate.
Don't worry,
Literally
Patrick, we'll make a whole
who?
game to explain it.
What do you say we find out where we are?
Didn't we have a full game to explain
I
it
agree with
already?
Donald.
Yeah, that was recoded.
Void.
Listen, we need to make a sequel to Recoded.
Alright, so now
sequel.
The voice, but then it just ends in inaudible
turn
screams.
Donald here on either off or onto red. Save at least a little bit of MP, I guess.
I like to live life dangerously.
So when it comes to the story, when it comes to the story in KH2, in KH1 they tried to go for a lot more cartoony stuff. KH2, no, they just straight up, no, we're straight up, it's straight up anime.
Can I tell you what I thought I heard you say? In Kingdom Hearts 1, they tried to go for Call of Duty. I got very confused.
They were very ahead of their time since they were trying to do that.
Oh my god.
No, because like there aren't that many Disney/cartoon-esque jokes in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, all you have is whatever flat variations of the movie.
No, again, it's like I said, because legitimately, they held Nomura back a lot with Kingdom Hearts 1 because nobody knew whether it was going to be popular or not.
Yeah.
But then once it got really fucking popular, they kind of, obviously he has other people that work on it with him, but they were kind of like, yeah, you can do kind of what you want.
Sora in this model looks so scrawny without the big pants and whatnot.
But
Yeah.
the closest thing we have to a cartoon joke is when Goofy gets hit in the head with a rock and dies.
I can't believe Goofy's fucking dead.
Hey.
I'm just gonna get out of the way now. When we get to that point, we all need to say that in unison.
I can't believe Goofy's fucking dead.
Well, Pat, you're
I'll
gonna
have
need
to
to
find that. I
Pat,
need to
you're
find this
gonna
old
need to give
audio
us
clip and
You need to give us the cue because we're probably going to be delayed a bit.
We'll do it like a 3, 2, 1. I can't believe Goofy's fucking dead.
Although I remember I thought going back to a conversation a while ago about how the cutscenes are improved. I remember seeing this one video that they were showing off how while the cutscenes are great, Kingdom Hearts 2, a lot everyone is so overly animated, and so they did a shot by shot comparison of doing the cutscene where Goofy gets hit in the head by a rock. It's like on the left where it looks like Kingdom Hearts, and now here's what it looks like in real life. It looks really awkward and dumb.
So,
well, hey, you know what? In Kingdom Hearts 1, what they did? They just stood and flapped their legs.
Sophie, because of that comment I made of Kingdom Hearts 1 Call of Duty, how much would you be willing to make a picture of Sora with him wielding the Keyblade like a gun?
Well, it exists. It's called wisdom form.
Sora, Donald,
Hey.
we just met someone who was looking for you.
Doesn't he literally have a gun in KH3 anyway? It's like pew 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 pew.
Yeah, he does.
Also, I figured that they did this, but prepare to hear that a lot.
Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Yeah, take a shot.
The fact that Donald and Goofy had to think of who that would be worries me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it could have also been Minnie.
They did say Guy.
Minnie never leaves the house.
Yeah, Minnie never leaves the castle.
She never leaves her world, period. She'll go visit the town occasionally.
It has to be Munch near mouse. El Gas.
By the way, Disney Castle, hashtag Disney Castle to be destroyed in Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah?
Would be interesting. Just
so we're gonna stop the stream?
Attack on Disney.
Hey, you.
Okay.
Where'd you come from?
Oh wow, I never even knew this cutscene existed down here.
Fight with us or
I've almost always seen it because I just try to explore and get as many chests as I can. But you can absolutely miss it as your reaction.
By the way, because more than likely we're not going to get to the scene this time, and I just want to really quickly say this. So you get to the part where you meet Pete, and they're like, oh, the king banished him to another realm and blah blah blah. And then you play Birth by Sleep, and it's like, no, that was fucking Minnie.
That was Minnie.
She was like, fuck you, Pete.
Writing inconsistencies.
Yeah, I plan to go because I know there's a save point in the tower. I'll go to right after Pete. And then
okay, well, I am going to head off.
Wait, actually, is there a save point in the usual spot?
Yeah, there should.
Yeah, there is. You walk right by it.
I'll just go there for now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll wait until you end the stream then.
Also, gotta love how Donald and Goofy can't recognize Pete from the back, despite the fact no one else has his body shape.
Can we also just talk about this mayor for a second, okay? He comes down here, he sees these kids having an argument, and his first response is, hey, you wanna fight?
No, I mean you wanna fight. He's like, hang on, instead of actually fighting each other, why not turn it into a struggle match? Oh,
yes.
Oh, struggle. Oh.
I would really appreciate it if you young men struggled in front of me.
like who elected this man?
And on that note, we're gonna end the local recording here. So thank you guys for watching. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.